Let's see. XX 10. Oh, that joint? No, 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 no. That wasn't a banner. The joint I posted on IG, that joint wasn't a banner. That was a design I made up, a concept design I made for my clothing brand. Xenoc know how to graphic design? How much he pay? How much he pay per design? Should we start from the beginning or where we was at? Should we start from the beginning or where we was at? Mm, I mean, I guess it's good for niggas to like for niggas that like want to catch up. I guess. Yeah, let's just go from where we was at.
To pay their respects. His private funeral took place a few days later, where artists such as Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Denzel.
Go back to the VOD. Go back to the VOD. We did the first 5 minutes over there. You ain't really miss much, to be honest. You ain't miss much. They went through, you know what I'm saying, his songs, Jocelyn Flores, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and KMT.
Curry, and Erykah Badu were among the attendees. He was laid to rest at the Gardens of Boca Raton Memorial Park in Boca Raton, Florida. X's music would explode in popularity immediately following his passing, with a 16-fold sales increase across all streaming and download platforms, and also a 7,000-fold sales increase on CDs on Amazon. The week after his death, his most recent album Question Mark sold 90,000 album equivalent units, up from 19,000 the previous week.
But it's the popularity of the songs in the aftermath of his death that's gaining so much attention. He currently holds the top spot on Billboard's Hot 100 charts, is leading downloads on iTunes, and even shattered Taylor Swift's streaming record on Spotify.
They say no one really cares till you're dead.
Question Mark is XXXTENTACION's first album to debut at number 1 and his most popular album, being certified 3 times platinum. The album released on March 16th, 2018, and was the last album X released before his passing. The album
R.I.P.
features a variety
Jose.
of genres such as alternative rock, emo, trap, acoustic, cloud rap, reggaeton pop, and classic hip hop. When promoting the album, X was quoted saying, "This album's not about the words, it's about the feeling. It'll be very hard to understand, but very easy to listen to. It's not what you're expecting, even if you feel like you understand my music. Be prepared to not understand this music." People definitely enjoyed the music because the album sold 131,000 copies in its first week and went number 1 in 8 different countries. The album contains some of X's most popular songs to date, such as
Number
Sad,
one in
Moonlight,
8 different countries. That's
and
crazy.
Changes. At the 2019 Billboard Music Awards, Question Mark was nominated for Top Billboard 200 Album, among other nominations.
Like his numbers just go crazy. Like even the joints like that were below like his average, that's still a crazy amount when you think about it. Like I remember watching a TikTok and it was comparing X's highest views to a video or his highest streams to a video and his lowest. That shit was still like that's another 5. That joint was still like still up there, you know what I'm saying? His lows are bigger than most niggas' highs. I'll do that 5. Ah, ah. That one hurt. That one hurt, not gonna lie. That one hurt a little bit more. Face ass.
17 is XXXTENTACION's debut studio album, which he described as
a collection of nightmares, thoughts, and real-life situations I've lived.
It was released on August 25th, 2017.
Chad, what's that
and
album that
debuted at
changed y'all
number 2
lives?
on the US Billboard 200. The album is now certified double platinum.
What album had like the most impact on y'all?
And contains some of X's most popular songs, such as Jocelyn Flores, Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares, and Fuck Love with Trippie Redd, who is the only feature on the album. X stated that the album's target audience is people who suffer from depression, hoping that the album could help numb or cure it for them. The meaning of the name of this album came from when X turned 13, and his birthday wish was to be dead at
Nah, ass don't count. Ass don't count. Ass don't count. Does ass count? Does ass count? Not gonna lie, that 17 album was my favorite album from X. Christ. Now, nigga, you gonna say it don't count? Now you gonna say it don't count? Y'all some grimy. That's some grimy ass muff. I'm not even finna count that. Wow, Gil. Wow, Gil.
17 would have been his last year on Earth. The cover of the album also shows notes that X wrote, and one of them reads, "My sanity left me when I was 17. My heart broke beyond repair when I was 17. I realized the pain is and always will be a cycle when I was 17. X even got the number 17 tattooed on the upper right corner of his forehead. Overall, the album 17 gained a lot of popularity and got positive responses from most critics. Kendrick Lamar even promoted the album shortly after its release, recommending that people give it a listen. X posthumously won Favorite Soul/R&B Album for 17 at the 2018 American Music Awards, and the album received a Top R&B Album nomination at the 2018 Billboard Music Awards. XXXTENTACION has 7 mugshots in total, but one is by far the...
Which one's your favorite? I like this one when he was in the red. That joint tough.
most popular. X's 4th mugshot was taken in October 2016 after charges of false imprisonment, witness tampering, and aggravated battery of his pregnant girlfriend.
Why they
This
do that
mugshot
to
would
his
be
face?
used as a cover for X's hit song "Look at Me," and would even end up becoming one of, if not the most infamous picture.
Bro, I remember when I was in middle school and "Look at Me" dropped. Bro, I listened to that joint like 6 times a day, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. It was crazy, bro. Bro, and I remember I listened to "Look at Me" and I listened to what in XXX ten something. You know what I'm saying? Tarnation. XXX Tarnation. I listened to those two. And I remember I was scared to listen to Young Brats. I was like actually scared to listen to Young Brats because that joint was so loud, bruh. I remember I was scared to listen to that joint. I was like, bruh, I can't listen to this. My mom finna beat, you know what I'm saying? If she find out I was listening to something like this.
As well as one of the most iconic rapper mugshots of all time.
Bro.
X met Ski
I've heard of it.
The fuck?
I heard of it. I don't really listen to Pusha T that much, to be honest.
X met Ski Master Slump God in a juvenile center in 2013 when he was only 15 years old. Ski sent an interview with Adam 22.
Bro, that song sounded like it had the devil in it,
While
bro.
in jail,
I'm not
X
gonna
had
cap.
taught Ski about different rapping cadences. After the duo were released, they met up with the intention of committing home invasions, but instead began releasing music together. X eventually joined Ski's group Very Rare before breaking off and starting the Members Only Collective, which Ski Mask then also joined. They would collaborate frequently, and in 2017 they held the Revenge Tour with Craig Zen. By late 2017, the two had parted ways and begun working on their own projects.
I bought tickets to the Revenge Tour. and he had to cancel. I remember because I think his homeboy got shot or something. But I bought tickets to it and it got canceled like the very day before. You feel me?
The Rolling Loud Miami Festival in 2018, X and Ski were reunited, reaffirming their friendship. When X passed away, Ski was distraught and posted online saying, "I wish I told you how much you really meant to me more
I was talking about the X song, not the Pusha T song.
often, but out of everyone,
Why I say it got the devil in it, not the Pusha T
you
song.
my pride,
Yeah.
it brings me down." Ski even opted to take over X's charity event that he was planning the weekend before his death. X and Ski's friendship was a key factor
I
in
got
both of their
crust
music
in my
careers,
dang eye.
and who knows what would have happened if they'd never met.
Call Ski up, what's going on? You the best friend that I ever had. You the best friend that I ever had.
Take a Step Back is one of the most important songs of the SoundCloud rap era. It was also a pivotal track in the distorted trap trend. The song is notable for its distorted 808s and vocals, which were staples of X and Ski's early careers. This song is the most popular collaboration between the pair, and is certified platinum. The song was recorded next to 2 bunk beds at a porn star's house in Florida with iPhone headphones. X and Ski wanted to name the song Fucked Up at first, but they felt like that was way too basic. Ski stated, "When we hear the song, what do we think of? And Take a Step Back is what we thought of. Like, you gotta take a step back because the shit is about to go crazy." The song was released May 15, 2016, and was later put on Ski's You Will Regret mixtape, released on June 30th, 2017. When they first started performing the song, they were only performing it for around 100 people, but those 100 people were going crazy. Then when X got out and he and Ski were able to perform it together at Rolling Loud Miami 2017, as well as the Revenge Tour, and no matter where they played it, 50 or 50,000 people, the crowd went crazy. Take a Step Back became an unofficial anthem of Rolling Loud, and was quoted as being one of the defining songs of the festival. Take a Step Back is now a mosh pit anthem and one of the biggest songs from the SoundCloud.
Not gonna lie, they play Take a Step Back and Look at Me every time I go to a concert. Every concert I've been at, they played those 2 songs. So yeah.
Rap era. Falling Down is XXXTENTACION's most popular posthumous song, followed closely by Arms Around You. Falling Down is an alternate version of the song Sunlight on Your Skin by Lil Peep and I Love McConan. After Lil Peep passed away, XXXTENTACION encountered a snippet of the song on YouTube and contacted I Love McConan to record a verse for it. The song featuring X wouldn't release until September 19th, 2018, 3 months after X's passing. The song peaked at number 13 on the Hot 100 chart, becoming Lil Peep's highest charting single. The song also went on to be certified platinum. There is controversy behind the release of the single, however, because of claims about Lil Peep's thoughts on X. A producer and friend of Lil Peep's called Fishnark spoke about the song's potential release and was totally against it. He went on to say that Peep didn't support X because of his allegations, and that the song is just a ploy for Columbia Records to make money off of Peep.
He explicitly rejected XXX for his abuse of women, spent time and money getting XXX's songs removed from his Spotify playlist, and wouldn't have co-signed that song.
X even stated on Instagram after Peep died that they didn't get along, but it hurt to see him go. Once X being a feature was confirmed, many of Lil Peep's close friends, family members, and collaborators were outraged. Lil Peep's mother stated in a comment replying to a fan that it wasn't her choice X got put onto the song, it was I Love McConan's choice. I Love McConan said on his Instagram that he was honored to have co-written the song that X was inspired to be a part of shortly before he died. X's relationship with Geneva Ayala allegedly started after a previous ex-boyfriend of hers posted an illicit picture of her without her consent. Despite
I'm waiting on the documentary, bro.
Fighting her boyfriend.
No
The pair
cap.
ended up meeting for the first time in November of 2014. After 4 intense days together, they parted and didn't see each other for another 18 months when their alleged toxic relationship resumed. Once she moved in with X in late May 2016 is when the alleged abuse and manipulation began to occur. According to Geneva, the first time X hit her, she'd been admiring a friend's new grills in a Snapchat video, and that caused X to smash her phone to the ground and strike her across the face. Not only would he strike her again that same day, but he also threatened to brutalize her with a long-handled barbecue fork or a wire barbecue brush, making her pick which one. She told the New Times that X's favorite thing was to backhand her across the mouth because the welts appeared on the inside of her lips. She also recounts emotional abuse and manipulation, saying that X would repeatedly threaten suicide. He also filled a bathtub with water, dangled a microwave over the bath water, and threatened to drop it. According to one witness, X beat Geneva because she had laughed at one of his producer's jokes. The witness also makes clear that the abuse was no secret within X's circle.
Damn.
A woman named Talissa Lee was quoted saying, "It was very clear that he was avoiding her face. He was hitting her under the chin, on her back, her ribs were all bruised up. All the boys around him, they witnessed that shit. I can't just sit here and hear a girl screaming in the next room, her voice gurgling because she's being held underwater." Geneva's breaking point came months later, on October 6th.
Damn.
2016 when X allegedly savagely beat her while she was pregnant so badly that she lost some of her vision. After the beating, X took her phone and left her in his manager's back room for 2 days. X always denied all of these allegations of domestic abuse against him. X spoke on the allegations during a jail call and said that Geneva was never pregnant and that she suffered injuries after getting jumped. X would address these allegations made against him in several songs, as well as naming a song after her titled Ayala Outro, where he tells her that she's the cause of his suffering and wishes that they would have never been together. After X's passing, Geneva would end up appearing on the cover of a song called Heart Eater. The song is about a past relationship in which his heart was destroyed, referring to X's previous relationship with Geneva.
I'm glad he, you know what I'm saying, grew from that, bro. Cause that is crazy.
The cover depicts Geneva eating a bloody heart.
Shit, it's all allegation. I don't even know if that stuff is real. You feel me? It's all allegations, but that's crazy.
Supposedly in line with X's
It's a little too, you know what I'm saying, specific.
wishes for the song's release. One positive thing to come from their relationship is that when X made the decision to abandon a life of crime for music, he said that his then girlfriend Geneva was someone who helped him realize that the music was a better outlet for his feelings than crime.
Bro, X is like the definition of a young man teaching himself, a young boy teaching himself how to be a man, you feel me? And having no guidance. And that's like, and that means sometimes not making the right decisions, you feel me? That's another 5. But no, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Roll in Peace is a song by Kodak Black featuring XXXTENTACION. In the song, X addresses the allegations from Geneva, rapping the line,
Last time I wiped the bitch, she told the world I beat her.
The song released on August 18, 2017 after X was released on probation for his robbery case, but at the time of the song's release, he was still facing domestic violence charges. X also
But
didn't
hey,
appear in
bro,
the music video, but he provided
everything,
a voiceover
you know what I'm
before
saying,
the
if it
verse,
is true,
asking
then
his fans
everything
to
come
come
back
support
around,
him
you feel
during
me?
his upcoming court hearing.
I have a court date.
So if it is true, then the allegations in the court dates and like that shit is gonna play out, you feel me, by itself, because karma goes both ways.
I would ask that everyone come to support me and to show the positive influence that I have.
The song ended up peaking at number 31 on the Hot 100 and is now certified triple platinum.
I love
Cry
this
is
song.
XXXTentacion's second highest charting song, reaching number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song was released as a part of Lil Wayne's The Carter 5 on September 28, 2018, 3 months after X's passing. X had no knowledge that he would appear on The Carter 5 because his contributions were added after his passing. In August 2018,
I remember
Zen
listening to
showed
this
some of the
joint.
music he created with X.
Listening to this joint like before I went to like school.
Showed it to Wayne and Republic Records.
When the album
Wayne
dropped.
loved it and had Ben Billions put the entire song together. In an interview after the song's released, Wayne revealed that he had no idea who X was, and that X's inclusion was Mac Main's idea. Although X never heard the song, he probably would have approved of it because he often cited Wayne as one of his biggest influences. He revealed that Wayne was one of his favorite rappers in his XXL interview, and he also mentioned that he grew up listening to Wayne in his No Jumper interview and in his interview with 103.5 The Beat. The music video for the song was released on January 23rd, 2019 on what would have been XXXTentacion's 21st birthday.
Save $150 on Pixel 5a with 5G when you join Google Fi.
X was known for originating from the SoundCloud platform, being considered one of, if not the most popular artists in the genre known as SoundCloud rap. X used styles and techniques that were unconventional in rap, such as distortion and heavy guitar-backed instrumentals, drawing inspiration from third wave emo and grunge. He uploaded his first ever song to SoundCloud on June 17, 2013, titled News/Flock. In March of 2014, X would upload his first non-deleted song to SoundCloud called Vice City. 2 key songs that would start gaining him success were Fuck in April of 2015, then I Love It When They Run in November 2015. The song that would gain X mainstream attention was Look at Me, which appeared on SoundCloud in December 2015, but wouldn't blow up until 10.5 months later when the song entered the Billboard charts. X is credited for being a leading figure in the SoundCloud rap genre, which garnered mainstream attention around the same time he did during the mid to late 2010s. In 2017, XXXTENTACION
Bro, he
was
did
named
not
an
want to be at
XXL
this
freshman
freestyle.
via fan-voted spot, which he won by a long shot. He's part of the
He's-
second most viewed cipher on the
He
XXL
did
channel,
not fuck with the
alongside Playboy
freestyle,
Cardi,
bro.
Ugly God, and Made in Tokyo.
Bro,
He has
this
one of,
freestyle
if
was
not
the
most
funniest
infamous
shit I-
freestyle in XXL history, opting to cut off Sony Digital's
What's
beat
the
and
funniest
performing an
stuff I've
ominous
ever
acapella
seen?
about his murderous plot for when the world ends.
And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I will kill all of you fuckers. Fear will be plentiful, death will be bountiful. I will spare none of you peasants.
No one in XXL history has ever done something like this before in a freestyle or a cypher. X's freestyle even spawned various memes throughout the internet. There were also unreleased segments of X's cypher that were released after his death, showing X freestyling in a more traditional manner with the beat still playing.
Hey, more raw with a glock. I can't really rock. Teardrop on my homie fit, he caught a body. No DL, I'm her LCL on Instagram. My skin beat up, but the color inside whip is really J. Her boyfriend sending threats, I think that nigga really J.
His fellow
Let me do that. Let me do that 5 real quick. I'm gonna watch my words.
freshman Ugly God even produced a beat and
very
made a
atten-
song from this freestyle, paying
Very,
respect to
very
X.
much
Go on
attention.
my dick, make a wish. All of my thotties have chick. I be willing up like Nick. I know where the combat finishes. More raw with a glock. I can't really rock.
Jose Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy is XXXTENTACION's full legal name. Many refer to him simply as Jose or Ja. LLJ is a very commonly used abbreviation or hashtag that stands for Long Live Jose, which is paying your respect for the late XXXTENTACION. LLJ can be found on any social media platform on basically any post that is about X. Jose had a lot of different hairstyles, but the most infamous one was his half blonde, half black short dreadlocks. This hairstyle was actually inspired by the 101 Dalmatians antagonist Cruella de Vil. Ja's natural hair color was black. In February 2015, he dyed his hair all blonde. On September 21st, 2015, he dyed his hair green, only for a day or two. In July 2016, he got the famous black and blonde dreads. On September 20th, 2017, he dyed his hair white and shaved his eyebrows. He shaved his eyebrows to be seen by others as ugly to help destroy his ego. On December 31st, 2017, he dyed his hair blue and got a nose tattoo, although he didn't post about it until the next day. Hope is the 16th song on X's album Question Mark. It was released on February 21st, 2018 through X's SoundCloud page. The song is dedicated to kids who lost their lives during the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, which took place on February 14th, 2018.
Rest in peace to all the kids that lost their lives in the Parkland shooting. The song is dedicated to you.
X ended up meeting Anthony Borges, a surviving victim of the Parkland shooting. Anthony was shot 5 times, shielding his classmates from oncoming bullets. X met him in the hospital and gave him a meaningful speech, according to Anthony. All proceeds of the song Hope went to Anthony, as well as $30,000 from X's benefit concert shortly after the shooting. X had also met 17-year-old Gekkyume Oliver from Stoneman Douglas School, but he had unfortunately passed away in the shooting. X released the song Hope to motivate and uplift other kids, as he described the song on its SoundCloud description. On Instagram, he stated, "Although not all the words are relevant to the situation, I chose what I felt was relative and uplifting instead of graphic and real." The song was certified double platinum on September 15th, 2020.
So don't wanna die, yeah, when you so don't wanna die, yeah. No, I'm not a riot, I'ma start a riot.
Riot is a song originally released on SoundCloud in May 2015, but re-released posthumously for streaming services on June 1st, 2020, amid the George Floyd protests. The song shows X giving his thoughts on the killings of African Americans across the United States and the riots that ensue. X condemns officers who abuse their authority and power, but he also condemns those who
Yeah, we gotta open up a stream to X one
He
day.
tells them that they should consider the people behind the businesses that they loot and destroy. He understands and agrees with their pain, but he wants them to channel it in a different, more peaceful way. The song was initially released in mid-2015, months after the deaths of Michael Brown and more, which led to several riots in Ferguson, Missouri. The original version of the song had a large portion of a speech from a former Ku Klux Klan leader, Jeff Berry, which was cut in the posthumous release.
You people need to get off your ass and wake up. This is America. The are taking it over on the Jews. Pakistan, trying to climb.
The song was actually freestyled by X and was also over a free beat found on SoundCloud. The music video for Riot is actually placed at the end of the Look at Me music video. The Riot music video is controversial because of its depiction of a white child being hanged on stage, in addition to other depictions of murder and death. Although heavily criticized by conservative news outlets, Jahseh clarified via Instagram that the video was meant to be taken seriously as a form of art, and that it was a form of shock value.
It's an art form, it's something you're supposed to take seriously, but no matter how you look at it, the three to four murders I showed in the beginning were murders done by that were real. That white boy is still alive.
Soon after, Ja claimed on an Instagram video that a member of the clan had threatened him for the depictions in the song. Skins is XXXTENTACION's first posthumously released album. It is X's third studio album which he was working on before his death. The album's theme sees X discuss heartbreak and mental turmoil. The album only had one lead single titled Bad, which reached number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100 and is certified platinum. The album received mixed reviews from critics, with criticisms aimed at the album's short finished nature, with the entire project being under 20 minutes.
Every album after X's death really didn't hit, bro.
Number 1 on the US Billboard 200.
That what is it called? That Bad Vibes Forever album. Oh, bro, that joint just seemed lazy and like unfinished. You feel me?
Selling 132,000 first week copies. The album's now certified gold.
The Skins album was okay, but
X was released from prison, and in his first post-prison interview,
it just seemed unfinished.
Stealing his flow from Look at Me.
They really shouldn't have released that. I'm gonna be real.
Chris, he was like, "Yo, you gotta listen to this shit. This nigga Drake a fault nigga." So he played.
It was just I hate when people do that, when an artist dies and they just bombard the entire album with just features and repeated hooks. But I hate that. Bro. It just feels so wrong.
I'm like, what the fuck? I still think Drake a fuck nigga. Like, I think he's not a man. I think he's a bitch. That's a bitch move.
Hours later, X tweeted, "Drake mom kinda cute, she could get it." He also trolled Drake by photoshopping a picture of himself into a family photo.
This beef was funny
calling
as
himself Drake's stepdad. 1 month later, X called out Drake in a video.
Funny as heck.
His rap skills and even made a bet with him.
So if he can do a whole fucking album, or at least 2 to 3 fucking songs originally that does not sound like anybody else's cadence or does not have a fucking sample and just sounds like him originally, he'll get my kudos. I'll run around the street butt ass naked. I'll tattoo Drake name on my ass cheek. If he can be original for even 2 seconds or out rap me for 2 seconds, or if he can go on stage and sing a cappella, sing any of his songs a cappella with no auto-tune, and record a song with no auto-tune, then maybe, just maybe, I'll shut the fuck up.
X stated that he thinks Drake is a
He was
genius
wild.
and dope, but he just doesn't respect him as a person, since he didn't give credit for using the Look at
That's so.
Drake did not
That's
explain
funny.
the flow, but admitted that there were similarities.
I find out who they're talking about, and I listen to it. I'm like, okay, I see where people could draw like this comparison off of like the first 2 lines. Whether it be the cadence or the rhyme pattern, whatever. It's crazy that people think that I'm the type of person to go take that and make it my own. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm not like a person like that, you know?
Later, X would tweet a picture of a Drake lookalike sucking someone off, making it seem like it was Drake. 3 months before X's passing, he made an Instagram story post saying that if anyone tries to kill him, it was Drake. 3 weeks prior to X's death, Drake released a song called I'm Upset, where he spit the lines,
SMS, XXX, that's the only time I ever shoot below the neck.
XXX is a nickname for XXXTENTACION.
Yeah,
Some think the lyrics allude to Drake calling on someone to
I heard conspiracy theories about this.
X were all reportedly to his torso, below his neck. Drake then spit the lines,
"Why you keep on shooting if you know that nigga dead? That's the only kind of shit that gets you some respect."
Some think this connects to the murder of X because he died of multiple gunshot wounds.
I'm gonna make up a new word, and the new word is Gekkyume. I am in the next Gekkyume of thinking. Gekkyume. Gekyume. Gekkyume.
Gekkum is the name of Jahseh's son, who was born 7 months after his death on January 26, 2019. Gekkum is a word created by Jah, and its meaning is higher plane of thought or being. Gekkum at the age of 0 had already
created a whole new word.
become the subject of various absurd memes. Gekkum's mother stated that he
Is it that easy?
goes by Yume because Gekkum is kind of hard to say. Gekyume's mother is Genesis Sanchez. Genesis and Jose had been a couple since January 2018, but had known each other for years prior. They met through a mutual friend who introduced them at a party. In February 2018, Genesis moved from her home in Tampa to Parkland in order to be closer to her boyfriend. After Gekkum was born, Jose's mom Cleopatra Bernard went to court against Genesis over custody of Gekkum. They were supposedly on good terms following his death in 2018, but their friendship ended after Genesis gave birth in January 2019. Court documents would eventually be released that pointed to a settlement between Cleopatra and Genesis regarding the custody agreement. A note on the paper states that their agreement was confidential, so it's unlikely that the information will ever be public. Being numb to the pain of life is a common theme in X's music.
I mean,
X
that's
even
her
has a numb
baby.
tattooed under his right eye. He said it represents the period
That's
of his
her
life
baby.
where he couldn't really feel any emotion.
I got this when I was younger because I felt like I couldn't feel, and I just felt like I wanted to be numb to everything.
Numb is also the name of a song X released on his album Question Mark. In the song, X sings about all the pain he's endured and can't seem to forget about. Numb would be certified platinum in September of 2020.
You could be around 1 million people, just like me, you, or bro, or my manager. We could be around 1 million people and still be alone. I know what that felt. I knew what that felt like.
Alone is another word tattooed on X's face, this time above his left eyebrow. He got it because he felt like he was going to live the majority of his life alone.
The only meaning
Alone because I realized
of one of
that I
his
was gonna
tattoos
die
I don't
alone,
know
and
is
I
that
was
tree
gonna live the
tattoo.
majority of my life alone. At like
That's the only
16,
that's the only
15,
genre I don't know the
16.
meaning of.
He even had alone cut into his skin because his girlfriend Geneva had it on her thigh, and it was an act to make her feel less alone. Alone is also a running series of songs by X. There are 3 song parts under the title Alone by X. The first song is just titled AL.ONE and describes how X doesn't want to be alone. This song was deleted off of X's SoundCloud and re-uploaded as a sped up snippet titled I'm Alone, I'm Sorry Cynthia, which he released as a tribute to his ex-girlfriend Cynthia after breaking up with her. The second Alone song, titled Alone Part 2, is one of X's more disturbed and violent songs. In the song, he speaks about wanting to kill a girl, but then altering his plan and killing a priest instead. X explores ideas of himself possibly being some sort of monster by drinking the blood and eating the men whom he plans on killing. He then goes on to describe how his true violent nature is only apparent when he is alone, saying that he is very holy when he's not alone. The third and final song in the Alone trilogy is titled Alone Part 3, and it likely alludes to his ex-girlfriend Geneva Ayala, who accused him of abusing her. In the song, he describes getting his heart broken, making his heart colder and his pain worse. There was also a supposed Part 0 to the Alone series of songs because X tweeted Alone Part 0, but nothing ever released under this title.
Revenge on my body.
Revenge is a brand created by a man named Garrett who wanted to get revenge on those who treated him badly. For him, the success of his brand was the revenge. In late 2016 or early 2017,
Success was the revenge.
Garrett met X. Garrett was the real beneficiary of this relationship. After X showed his support to the brand, the popularity of Revenge skyrocketed. At that time, X was gaining popularity on SoundCloud. The collaboration between X and Revenge brought things like the Kill hoodie, which X even wore during his infamous XXL cypher. Not only did X wear Revenge clothes, but his fellow members from his members-only crew, as well as other SoundCloud rappers, also appeared in them in public. This helped the brand get their feet off the ground and start to make a name for themselves. In May 2017, X released a song titled Garrett's Revenge. The title was later changed to just Revenge, and the song was dedicated to his late friend Jocelyn Flores, who committed suicide. The single was followed with a mixtape album under the same name, Revenge. Revenge was X's debut commercial mixtape, and its artwork displays the Revenge brand's lightning logo. X soon after
And Ski got Revenge tatted on his cheek.
Accidents on the stage or in the fan zone. This was the time when the Kill hoodies and other iconic pieces were available on the Revenge website for several months during the tour. On November 1st, 2017, X released a video saying he no longer supports Revenge. Some people say he felt replaced by one of the creatives after a designer named Steven was hired. Others say that he was angered by the stolen fan art of Revenge.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. Save up to $400 when you join or add a line. With Fi, you'll get end-to-end
Exactly 1 year after X's passing, a video would release on his YouTube channel titled XXXTENTACION documentary trailer. The description of the video says coming soon, but it's been 2.5 years since the documentary trailer was released. On February 2nd, 2022, it was announced that the documentary is finally releasing this summer of 2022. The documentary is called A Film That Takes You Through the Complicated Life of a Troubled and Controversial Genius, XXXTENTACION. The description of the documentary is as follows. Look at Me explores how Florida teenager Jose Onfor became SoundCloud rapper XXXTENTACION, one of the most streamed artists on the planet. Through frank commentary from family, friends, and romantic partners, and unseen archival footage, director Saban Folion offers a sensitive portrayal of an artist whose acts of violence, raw musical talent, and open struggles with mental health left an indelible mark on his generation before his death at the age of 20. The documentary is set to premiere at SXSW in 2022 in March, then become streamable on Hulu in the summer. There's a soundtrack that will accompany the documentary and will feature music spanning the entirety of X's career from 2013 to 2018. Most, if not all, these songs will be ones that aren't currently on streaming services. There will be new unheard music in the documentary. Ski Master's Slump God will likely feature in the documentary, and some of X and Ski's songs together will likely be on the soundtrack. There will be interviews from people throughout X's life, including people like Geneva, Genesis, Solomon, John, and Jaw's mom, Cleopatra, and also current and previous members of the group Members Only. Cleopatra will be discussing various moments of Jaw's life, how she found out he passed, their last conversation, etc. It is unknown if any of the original documentary Jaw was filming will be present in the new one. The documentary will be feature film length at 120 minutes. That is all the information currently known about the XXXTENTACION documentary. As I'm finishing this video, the SXSW premiere took place and a few more things were revealed. The documentary is confirmed to have parts of Jaw's original documentary that he filmed while he was alive. The documentary will be released as an exclusive to Hulu on June 10th, 2022. Rob Stone is now listed as a director along with Sabah Folion. The documentary will also be acknowledging and siding with Geneva in the abuse case.
Rob Stone.
A lot of X's fans believed he was struggling with
Did they ever squash the beef?
Depression because of his song lyrics and the depth of the music he created. X uses music as a way of expressing his struggles. His
Did X and Rob Stone ever squash the beef?
Often made an instant emotional connection with the listeners. Fans also acclaim that his music provided them with a sense of being understood and solace when they themselves are going through turmoil. X stated his album 17's target audience is people who suffer from depression, hoping that the album could help numb or cure it for them. There were lyrics all over the album depicting depression and thoughts. There's also a song on the 17 album with the title Depression and Obsession, where X details how depression and obsession don't mix well. X also stated that he was depressed in high school. There were a lot of things from Jaw's past, such as neglect and abandonment, that could have led to his
Not gonna lie, every time I feel sad,
to make any assumptions about what
after I listen to this album, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel sad no more, you feel me?
X has had a long history.
Like going through the album, kind of it's gonna be sad, but by the time the album ends, I don't feel the same no more. So that album really works.
I've been fighting since I was a kid. X admitted to fighting when he was younger just to get the attention of his mom, because he knew she would have to give him attention after a fight. When he was 6, he tried to stab a man who was messing with his mother. X fought a band member in his church choir who kept bugging him. He also beat another kid with drumsticks. X even ended up getting expelled from his first middle school for fighting. There are also many other fights X has been in on and off camera. The crazy thing is that Jaw was actually born with a hole in the heart, causing people to tell him not to play too rough. X stated that he fought for people who couldn't fight for themselves, and that he also fought for fun and the thrill. X also took karate and was rumored to have known Muay Thai as well. Some of X's music was also very aggressive, such as songs like Young Brats and Take a Step Back. Roommates of both Jaw and his ex Geneva describe Jaw's remorse after the incidents and say that he badly wanted to control his anger. This included an occasion where Jaw was described as falling to his knees and weeping, begging to himself for his behavior to change. Jahseh has had a long criminal record dating back to when he was only 14 years old. In late 2012, Jaw was arrested for possession of 21 grams of marijuana, which was a felony in Florida law. He was sentenced to 1 month of juvenile detention and 6 months at a behavioral correction facility. Less than a month after his release, he was arrested again for breaking into a house to steal a laptop in order to create music. In 2014, he was sent to a youth detention center for a year on gun possession charges. According to Jaw, during this time in detention, the district attorney was attempting to try him as an adult for gun possession, which would have a sentence of 5 to 10 years in prison. X's next crime would occur in 2016, and the victim was he and Ski Mask manager Dylan Turner. One night, Ski and Turner got into an argument while at Turner's apartment, which led to Ski Mask storming out. Ski later called X while drunk and lied that Turner had taken thousands from X. Days later, an angry Jahseh broke into Turner's apartment and shouted, "What if I stab you? What if I fucking stab you?" while poking a knife towards Turner's stomach, stopping just a few inches short and then pulling back. Turner then exclaimed to Jaw that he had stabbed stabbed him. The blades sank into his abdomen. Turner said that he doesn't know if X meant to stab him because X said in shock, "Oh fuck." Turner required emergency surgery and suffered life-changing injuries. He pledged to drop the charges against X if his computer could be returned.
Jesus.
He didn't want one bad choice to define who Ja was. Turner stuck to his word despite all of his computer's files being deleted. Ja paid for the entirety of Turner's hospital bills and later apologized to him and thanked him for dropping the charges. On July 14, 2016, days after being bailed for stabbing Dylan Turner, X was arrested and charged with robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, and home invasion committed in November 2015. According to the arrest report, Ja entered the home of Che Thomas with 3 other people armed with a firearm. After pistol whipping Thomas 3 times, Ja escaped the home with an iPad, an iPhone, a Sony PSP, and $20. Ja's case was consistently relocated.
A what?
14, 2016, days after being bailed for stabbing Dylan Turner, X was arrested and charged with robbery,
Did I hear that
assault with a deadly
correct?
weapon, and home invasion committed in November 2015. According to the arrest report, Ja entered the home of Che Thomas with 3 other people armed with a firearm. After pistol whipping Thomas 3 times, Ja escaped the home with an iPad, an iPhone, a Sony PSP, and $20. Ja's case
Bro just robbed him for a PSP and $20, bro.
was consistently relocated due to an eventually successful plan by prosecutors to find a jurisdiction that would charge him as an adult for a crime committed as a juvenile. He would end up being released on a $10,000 bond in September 2016.
Bro.
After posting the bail of $10,000 in early
$20.
October of the same year, while awaiting trial, Ja was arrested again later that month on charges of false imprisonment, witness tampering, and aggravated battery of a pregnant victim. On March 26, 2017, Ja was released from jail on a $50,000
X was a
bail,
wild
facing charges
nigga,
of
bro.
robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. His trial for aggravated battery of a pregnant victim kept getting pushed back. Ja then chose to donate $100,000 to domestic violence prevention programs, and then announced an event to support rape victims, though it was later canceled due to vandalism. Ja's trial was delayed again after an affidavit was filed by Ja's ex-girlfriend, Geneva Ayala, who was the alleged victim in the case, asking for the charges to be completely dropped. She also declined to testify in court. In reaction, the prosecution moved to split the case into 2, with witness tampering charges filed against Ja and a new trial date announced for December 15, 2017. Despite this, sources close to Geneva said the letter was genuine and that she actually wanted to move on. Ja pleaded not guilty on December 14, 2017, and was taken into pretrial custody after a motion was filed by the prosecution because Ja violated his bond. He was held without bail. On December 20, 2017, Ja was released on house arrest. He was released from house arrest on March 21, 2018. His domestic violence charges that he was awaiting trial for were dropped following his death.
Free X. Free X. Free X.
Free X was a line and hashtag that X's fans flooded all over social media platforms while he was in jail in late 2016 and early 2017. Saying Free X meant that you thought X should be freed from jail. During this time, pictures of X were being used in a lot of his fans' profile pictures, and his music was being used in a lot of memes. In March 2017, there were many rumors that X was out of jail, and then a picture of X shopping at GameStop would appear all over Twitter. A couple hours later, X went on live and revealed that he was out of jail.
I'm free. You tell my ex I said something. Yeah, I'm free. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I was finna hop in a casket. That's how I was gonna announce that I was coming back, but I did something better, I guess.
Legends is a Juice WRLD tribute song to XXXTENTACION and Lil Peep. The song was made in response to the passing of X on June 18th, 2018. Juice WRLD previewed the song on his Instagram Live on June 19th, the same day he dropped it. That means that Juice created the entire song in just under a day. The cover art for the song is a conversation that took place between X and Juice on March 11th. In the song, Juice talks about how unexpected X's death was and resurfaced the event of Lil Peep's death on November 15th, 2017. There's also a line in the song where Juice seems to have predicted his own death with the lyric,
RP Juice. RP Juice, man.
because Juice would pass away in December 2019 at age 21. Juice was also a close friend to Ski Master Slump God, just like X. Many people believe that Jose predicted his own death because of an Instagram live message that he gave a few months prior.
Worst thing comes to worst, I fucking die a tragic death or some shit and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy. Or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life.
There's also an old tweet Ja made from 2013 where he questioned whether he'd live to the age of 21, which he did not, dying at the age of 20.
Damn.
My mom don't like me. Yeah.
Cleopatra Bernard is the mother of Ja Say. Ja was born while Cleo was still a minor, around a month before her 18th birthday. While Ja was growing up, Cleo often had different guys over and gave Ja little to no attention. She made sure that money came first, as her mindset was that as long as Ja had clothes, food, and a place to stay, she thought she was providing the love and attention that he needed. Ja admitted to fighting just to get the attention of his mom because he knew she would have to give him attention after a fight. Ja's physical outbursts eventually took a toll on his mother, and she kicked him out after 8th grade, but still tried to be a part of his life. Ja never blamed her for not giving him attention, as he knew she had her own problems. He loved her his whole life with deep respect and admiration. He even has her name tattooed on his chest. After Ja's death, his mom wanted to keep his spirit alive by doing shows for him, releasing his pre-recorded songs, doing memorials for him, and frequently posting about him. Some say she was just using X's name for money, but that's debatable.
I don't know what's worse. Claiming that a mother that lost his son is just using him for money, or actually using your son for money after his death.
Bad Vibes Forever is a clothing brand, private music label, album, and song, all of which created by XXXTENTACION. X also has Bad tattooed on his left eyelid and Vibes tattooed on his right eyelid.
I mean, to kind of explain what Bad Vibes Forever is, just as a whole, it's actually the opposite. I put Bad Vibes on my face because I want to deter anyone that basically has this preconceived notion. I don't like people that make preconceived notions about people. I don't like people that are very one-track minded, and when you see someone and you immediately judge them, those aren't the people I want to attract. I don't want to attract people that look at me and think I'm an idiot just due to how I look. I don't like people that are just kind of bland. So Bad Vibes Forever in itself is basically, it's like to deter all of the people that obviously won't be a part of the cult, that won't be a part of this following that we have. And
let me sit up. Let me sit up. Y'all niggas can't even see
Bad
me.
Vibes Forever, someone of a typical mind would probably look at it and be like, hey, I don't want to deal with this.
I wanna lay back so bad for
with Bad Vibes.
y'all can't even see me when I do that.
Understand it's the exact opposite.
X's imprint Bad Vibes Forever is distributed by Empire.
I wanna get comfortable in this bit.
X's final album, which was released on December 6, 2019, was titled Bad Vibes Forever. The most popular song on the album is also titled Bad Vibes Forever, and it features P&B Rock and Trippie Redd. In October 2017, X and Ski Mask would fall out over business reasons, which was explained by X on his Instagram story.
So what happened with me and Ski, it was just, I guess, a lack of appreciation on his end. Not because of me, I guess just from a business perspective, but he put a business perspective before a personal relationship, and I've been with him as a friend and as a brother for a very long time, so it's just on some like other shit, to be honest. It's not even on some like, it's not even on anything I've done wrong. He can't even say I've done anything to him. And I wouldn't go on the internet and express that if I didn't care about the relationship. But people use you to get where they want to go and then part ways. And I've been used a lot.
Ski would soon reply on his own Instagram explaining why he felt the need to distance himself from X.
Always loved that alien looking nigga named XXX. But I had to distance myself because it's like nobody would see me as an individual rapper if I don't. On top of that nigga crazy as hell.
He also posted on his story clarifying that there were other reasons for the separation, such as X threatening his family and telling him he was supposed to be sacrificed. X would later respond on his Instagram story saying that he doesn't care what Ski said about him and that he has his back and loves him forever. At the Rolling Loud Miami Festival in 2018, X and Ski would reunite, officially ending their feud.
Negro, yo, with the do-rag on. Yo, bro, I love you, bro.
I love you too, friend.
I love you, bro.
Aww.
The Helping Hand Challenge is a challenge Ja Say created with the purpose of it being to help as many people as you could while documenting the act. Ja would then pick the participant he felt made the largest impact to meet and spend a day with.
Okay guys, so I'm going to be starting a challenge. It's called the Helping Hand Challenge. And in this challenge, the way to participate in this challenge is basically whoever makes the most donations gets to meet me, spend a day with me, gets to go out to dinner with me, kick it with me, play video games, and get like a shout out and just something simple and maybe even $1,000 reward. But basically to participate, the one that wins is the one who documents and helps
the most, not only homeless, but the most people in need.
Unfortunately, due to Ja's passing, spending a day with him was no longer an option. The last post Ja made online was to his Instagram story on the same day he passed away. The story read, "Planning a charity event for this weekend, Florida." On May 10th, 2018, a month before Jase passed away, Spotify had his music removed from their playlists when the streaming app revealed an anti-hateful conduct policy. He was facing an aggravated battery of a pregnant woman charge and witness tampering charges. He was never convicted of these allegations against him. When X's music was removed from one of the most popular playlists on Spotify, Rap Caviar, one of his reps made a response telling the New York Times, "I do not have a comment, just a question. Will Spotify remove all the artists listed below from playlists?" Then he listed over a dozen other artists who had allegations against them whose music remained on Spotify's playlists. Some of the artists X and his team named were Michael Jackson, Miles Davis, Gene Simmons, David Bowie, Real Estate, Ozzy Osbourne, Ace of Base, Jimmy Page, Backstreet Boys, James Brown, Dr. Dre, and 6ix9ine. Representatives for several artists, including Kendrick Lamar, contacted Spotify to express their frustration with the policy. Top Dog Entertainment CEO Anthony Tiffith and Kendrick Lamar threatened to remove their music from the service if X's music was not reinstated. On June 1st, 2018, Spotify reversed their removal decision. Jase often told people that he dealt with many mental health issues during his time in high school. Mental health issues that he suffered from include PTSD, anxiety, anger issues, and self-harm. Other mental health issues his fans believe he may have suffered from based off his music and other factors are depression, borderline personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, and schizophrenia. Some psychologists have speculated that Ja may have suffered from an attachment disorder stemming from the absence of his mother and father during childhood, which could have made him prone to uncontrollable violent outbursts.
Exclamation point mental health.
That Ja may have struggled with bipolar disorder. Jase had been seeing a therapist and began taking medication by the time of his passing.
That word is hard to say for me.
XXXTENTACION's first ever long-form professional interview was his interview on the No Jumper podcast, which released on April 27, 2016. X was still considered to be an underground artist at the time this interview was released. The person hosting the podcast, Adam, was also just starting his No Jumper podcast when this interview was released. Ski Master Slump God was also in the interview next to X, and the interview also happened to take place on his birthday.
It is my birthday. Sexy! Is it really? Whoa! Oh yes! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
In the interview, X discusses his troubled past, his time in juvenile detention, and other events that took place earlier in his life. The XXXTENTACION interview is currently the most viewed interview on the No Jumper channel. During X's No Jumper interview, he described an event that occurred while he was in juvenile detention.
Oh yeah, he beat a gay man up.
For looking at him while he was naked.
They came to me after they kicked him out his room and asked me if they could put him in my room, and I looked at them and I laughed and I was like, "Y'all could put him in my room, but if he does anything I disapprove of, I'm gonna kill him and I'm not gonna give you any warning." And I said it just like that. They put him in my room. First few days he was straight, he was cool. He read his books. I stayed in my corner. He did his thing. You feel me? He asked me a few questions. That was fine. Like I said, I'm not homophobic. One day he just got sus. He was staring at me type shit. He was staring at me throughout the day. He looked at me like oh, this nigga's cool. You feel me? He's probably not the hardest. So he's staring at me type shit. So I'm like, yo, I warned you. So I walked out the room to go take my shower, and I came back in. And I was trying to calm down, trying to be kosher. So I turn around and I see this nigga staring at me while I'm putting on my jumpsuit. So I go in the corner on the toilet type shit and tie on my jumpsuit. And I don't put it on all the way. I tie it around my waist and I start in his face and I grabbed his face and I put it on the corner type shit. It's like concrete slabs. I threw his head on the corner and I just started stomping his jaw in type shit. And then as soon as I did that, I remember I just put his head on the corner and I started stomping on him. And then when I did that, I tried to kill him. And long story short, I was gonna kill him type shit. I'm about to kill this nigga, you feel me? Right. And then luckily to my luck,
oh my god,
and saw that I was standing over his bed. This nigga screams out and he hears him. So I got his blood all over my hands, you feel me, all over my chest literally. Yeah. They open it and they see that obviously because he screamed, they open it, they pull me off. So then I go out and I said, I told y'all.
XXXTENTACION means unknown temptation. As far as the X, the significance of the X,
for some time.
But this
X was the
iceberg
only
started
unknown
deep.
numeral to me. Like John Doe, you get what I'm saying? John Doe stands for unknown.
Oh
Okay,
my
X is the
God.
variable, like the wild card.
And unknown. So temptation is, tentacion is temptation in Latin. So I actually just pushed the two together in unknown temptation because I feel that's what my life revolves around.
But why 3 X's?
I don't really know, and to be honest, like.
Okay, and where did you think of this name? Like you just said.
I was in boot camp, and I used to jerk off a lot.
That's Pamela Anderson.
In early 2014, Ski Master Slump God formed the rap group Very Rare with XXXTENTACION. It is the first group X would be a part of. Very Rare had other members join the group such as Dirty Face Smook and Tyler Yahweh, but Ski would eventually kick everyone else out of the group and declare on Instagram that he is the only remaining member.
As of right now, nobody's in Very Rare except me. Deadass. It's a new Ski.
In May of 2015, X released a song titled Very Rare Forever Freestyle, which is one of the earliest freestyles of X available. In the song, he says words like vool and voolin because Very Rare made their own lingo, which is similar to the Bloods, but instead of changing C's to B's, they changed B's to V's. Vro is a slang term created by the group Very Rare that
Yo,
means
what's up,
very
Mark?
rare only, and is also just another way to say bro. Brother is the full version of bro.
Mark, let me give you your mod back. Let me give you your mod back, brother. Where you at, nigga? Where you at, nigga? Don't try that shit again. Bitch ass nigga.
Bro, this lingo originated from Broward County, but is now used by X.
Dang, that's 10, isn't it?
And
Damn.
Ski fans all over. After breaking off from Very Rare, X would create the members only collective,
what
which
was
Ski
it?
would also join. The group started as only X and Ski, then more members were added. Many of the members didn't rap, and X never minded this. X stated that as long as everyone was doing something to progress the group, like booking shows or doing artwork or making
Bro, how we gonna Girl Scout cookies? How are we gonna distribute the gas for the Yeet concert, bro? I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
close, you had a spot on the team. X's first ever album was with members only and was titled Members Only Volume 1. X and Ski were the only artists featured on this album, and all of the tracks were self-produced with the exception of Willie G, who assisted on 3 of the 7 tracks. The Members Only album series would go on for 4 volumes, with the 4th one coming after the
Yeah, but like...
The collective's debut...
No shit, but... Oh, Jace, okay.
Studio album and most recent project, Members Only Volume 4, released January...
Because I didn't know how much to give one person, how much to give me, you, and if Isaac wants some, you feel me?
Fuck is X's first song that got in the tens of thousands of listens and is what really started his growth. The song is from X and Ski's first project, Members Only Volume 1, which released on April 20th, 2015. It was the first song that brought serious attention to X and Ski.
When did your music start popping off on SoundCloud? When you started to get this following going, and like, when did you start to feel like, okay, I gotta keep going with this because I'm making a fucking impact. I'm starting to build a following here.
As soon as we dropped
Yeah, bro.
Fuck is also the oldest video up on X's YouTube channel.
Yeah, bro. I'm giving out gas like it's Halloween, bro. Trick or treat.
I love it when they run as X's first song to get 100,000 plays and was the song that really started to get him popular. The song released November 1st, 2015 and features Ski Master Slump God and young bands. The song reflects a lot about X's personality when it comes to fighting someone. X has a large pool of deleted or lost songs due to his removal of songs from his SoundCloud to create a sense of scarcity to his music. X stated that he hoped one day his lost music would be searched for and traded around like Pokemon cards. This wish became true because his estate decided in 2021 to release some of his unreleased music as NFTs, and his lost music is also searched for and can be found all over platforms like YouTube and SoundCloud. Some of his lost songs include Oakage the Shadow King, Dead, Molly Freestyle, Duddy Freestyle, 1998 Acapella, John Carpenter, Come, and The End Is Nigh. But there are many more lost songs, including entire mixtapes and projects that were deleted. In January of 2018, Ja announced that he would be starting a YouTube gaming channel.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna be basically doing my YouTube gaming now.
He would shortly after upload a video to his main YouTube channel titled
Bro,
"This
why
Video
would I
Is
get?
Going to Get Demonetized?"
Why would I
In it,
get
he would
like?
play PUBG while cursing a lot and recording with horrible bitrate.
Why would
Here's the
I
cool part, my shit not
get
even chopping.
advice from a nigga
He
who
would
lost
upload another video
$100, bro?
playing PUBG with Craig Zen, and then a video playing League of Legends also with Craig Zen.
Yo, what's up,
X would
Joe?
also play more PUBG and League of Legends.
Why would I
Zen
get
on
advice
his
from a
stream,
nigga who
as
lost
well as playing
$100, bro?
Minecraft in the forest. X also played Fortnite with content creators
Is it the
like
app?
Dante and Your Rage.
Crazy when I spit, cause I rap in a
Skate?
circle. Talking that shit. Niggas say I look like Urkel. I'm
Skate?
nasty. I'm nasty. I'm nasty. Hey,
Hold on.
I was going in. I
Hold on.
was.
You said crazy when I spit on the dick hit a split.
What, bro? This
I heard that too.
Bro, you're sus. You're sus, bro. Yo, wait, hold on. No.
There's also an old video of X playing Minecraft in 2016 on the channel Coleslaw Sucks, as well as a video of him playing Naruto Shippuden on the channel SYLNSE. X also had gaming references in his music occasionally, like in his King's Dead freestyle with Joey Badass, where he spit bars referencing GTA and Fortnite.
Caught a red up just like GTA. Built it up with you like Fortnite.
In early April 2017, Offset Amigos decided to offer his thoughts on the X and Drake.
Cause not gonna lie, I'm gonna need.
Himself listening to a radio interview where
The
X
funds are going under.
then
You feel
called
me?
X
So I'm gonna
silly
need
and
that.
said,
How you ain't heard of it? Nigga told you stole they swag. Nigga ain't even heard you, Sean. Get your ass out of jail and riot shit up. Whatever your name is. Tripping.
Offset later shared his feelings about artists sporting upside down crosses. This caused Saw Baby to respond angrily, and then X jumped in. X stated,
I don't respect no nigga that don't want to see a young nigga prosper. That shit pussy. You supposed to want to help the new generation. Hey man, tell this pussy nigga Offset to get off a nigga dick, man. Fuck you on that young nigga dick for him, man. Yo, man, always on somebody dick, man. Niggas like 35 still trying to catch a wave. Like, your career over, man.
A few months later, XXXTENTACION claimed that he was jumped by the Migos or people associated with them in LA.
Before you hear from anybody else, nigga, I got jumped in LA by some pussy ass niggas, and they jumped me, nigga. Nobody gave me the faith of a one-on-one, nigga. Nobody gave me the respect of a one-on-one, and I painted that nigga when he was on the ground. Just to let y'all know why they jumped me. Pussy ass nigga. I'm gonna take my fucking ass beating like a man, and I'm gonna carry myself like a man, and this shit don't affect me. Y'all niggas gonna lose money fucking with me.
That video funny as
And the
hell.
niggas up fire on me, my girl, and my nigga. Point blank, period. So if you see anything, nigga, just know they had fire and they pulled a gun on me, my nigga. Amigos, straight up. Look at this shit. Y'all niggas had the chance to
Those videos was funny as hell.
kill me. How you had fire and ain't shoot me? After all this shit I've been talking, how the fuck you ain't shoot me? Y'all niggas pussy as.
He would also diss them further on Instagram.
I ain't mad, cause I got.
Oh yeah, he would have whipped like all three of them, bro.
Scared to fight me, shit. Y'all niggas
Oh yeah.
pussy as fuck. Fuck Quavo. Fuck Offset. Fuck that pussy nigga. What's it called? Lift off. Fuck lift off. Fuck all y'all pussy ass niggas.
Fuck
all
lift
y'all.
off.
Do it look like I got left on better booty?
That's 15.
Do it look like I got left on better booty?
X then challenged Offset to a boxing match.
Hey, tell that nigga Offset meet me in the ring, man. Celebrity boxing match, nigga. I'm on it, nigga. If you not on it, nigga, you pussy as fucking. You telling me you scared, nigga, cause we gonna make money, nigga. So you better be on it, nigga. You pussy as fuck.
X also trolled Offset by posting a picture of Cardi B, who Offset was with, then commenting on Cardi's Instagram as well as his own, saying that he would take Cardi B from him. X would later post a surveillance video of the alleged Migos jumping.
Bro, X was wild, bro. Wild. He went after Drake's mom, Cardi.
It actually wasn't them who attacked him. X said to take off in an IG comment, "From the bottom of my heart, I apologize to you. You only caught in the crossfire of your bloodline. Blessings." In early 2016, a rapper asked X for a feature. X agreed and the rapper paid him. Weeks went by and the rapper kept asking X for the feature, but X kept telling him that he would do it soon. Eventually June came, and that was when the rapper had originally planned on dropping the song. So being pissed at X not doing the feature, he emailed X's manager at the time and told him about the situation and asked for a refund. X didn't like that and finally responded to him saying, "Next time I see you, I'ma slap you." The rapper then found where X's next concert was and pulled up on him after his concert. X would then fight the rapper in a video which can be found online, and a picture was taken from the video that ended up being the cover of X's song Young Brats. The picture showed X smiling while holding the bloody rapper in a chokehold. DJ Scheme would go into depth with information about the fight on the Impulsive podcast in August of 2021.
Ja pulls up to the show and he walks in and goes, "Where the fuck is this kid?" Like he don't even give a fuck about performing nothing. He's just like, "Where's this kid? Let's go outside. Fight me right now."
When you look at this image, which do you see?
I see him kneeling over a tan mattress, not gonna lie. But I see both. I see both at the same time. I see him with tan pants on, just sitting. Now spinning red
If you
leg.
see X kneeling over a tan mattress,
You're wrong.
the cover of X's song A Ghetto Christmas Carol shows him sitting with his legs spread wearing tan pants. But many people thought it was him kneeling over a tan-colored mattress. There's reportedly an uncropped version of this photo that no one can find, showing X sitting and holding a bunch of money. In April 2017, on Ski Master Slump God's birthday, X would release a song featuring Ski titled What in XXXTENACION.
It looked like a
The
tan
song's
mattress
title
at first, I'm not even
inspired
gonna
by the
lie.
popular What in Tarnation meme, which showed a Shiba Inu dog and a cowboy hat. The meme used for X's cover showed him in a cowboy outfit with the caption, What in XXXTENACION. This would be the second song X would ever post to Spotify and iTunes. X and Trippie Redd were friends and collaborated on the song Fuck Love from X's 17 album. In early 2018, Trippie claimed that X started messing with his enemy 6ix9ine because Trippie messed with Drake. He called X a pussy and said that he would beat him up. They would squash their beef in March when X held a benefit concert in Florida and gave a shout out to Trippie, calling him an amazing artist and saying that he loves him. Trippie reposted a video of X's speech and shared his own message saying, I love you too, bro. Thanks for this. It takes a real man to speak on shit and really apologize for their actions. He was a smart ass guy. Just remember I'm always in your corner, and I also apologize for anything I said about you. I don't hate you. Less than 2 months later, Trippie would hop on Instagram Live and claim that X stole he and Ski Mask Slump God's style.
Fuck X too. He a bitch too. That nigga, he stole Ski Mask style. He stole my style. He just collided with his shit.
X would pass away less than 2 months later on
Huh?
Trippie's birthday, but they were reportedly cool when X died, as they were like brothers, feuding and then making up again.
What is this?
Ghostbusters is X's first posthumous song release, coming just 3 days after his death. The song features Trippie Redd, Ski Mask the Slump God, and Quavo, but when the song was originally uploaded to Trippie's SoundCloud, Quavo was not featured. A few hours after the original release, the SoundCloud audio was updated to include a version of
Quavo.
Quavo being added had some fans upset because of the Migos' previous beef with X. The song was uploaded to World Star Hip Hop's YouTube channel, and in the song, Ski dropped bars referencing his friend X's death.
I just lost my dog Adventure Time. Message to his killer, I'll go find. I'ma carry on your message, bring the whites and blacks together like the paint on mine.
In August of 2021, a reworked version of the song with a new title, instrumental, and only Trippie and X's vocals was released as Danny Phantom for Trippie's album Trip at Night. Donda 2 is Kanye West's 11th studio album that he held a listening party for on 2/22/22. The first song that Kanye started.
Nah, Trippie hard though. Trippie hard. Not gonna lie.
Featured X, and it's called True.
I like that one song he got. It's called Black Magic.
Love.
That joint fire. Shouldn't be this complicated.
There was another song during the performance that featured X called Selfish.
I just want you all to my own.
This album is set to only release exclusively through Ye's $200 stem player audio device, which means fans won't be able to listen to the songs on streaming services.
Selfish.
I just want you all to my own.
Hashtag Proud Cat Owner is a song X released on Christmas in 2017 with the title describing how X has a pet cat and is proud of it. The full title of the original song is hashtag Proud Cat Owner, hashtag I Hate Rappers, hashtag I Eat Pussy. When the song is downloaded, the file came titled Shout Out to My Cat Coco, you dig? Without any of the hashtag phrases from the original title. The song was released after someone allegedly hacked X's SoundCloud and deleted all the tracks from his newly released EP, A Ghetto Christmas Carol. On August 20th, 2019, a remix to the song titled hashtag Proud Cat Owner Remix released featuring Rico Nasty. The remix is X's original song with a new verse from Rico Nasty, which is actually her XXL Freshman 2019 cypher verse. This song was a promotional single for X's Question Mark Deluxe album. Just a couple days after announcing he was terminating his new record deal with Capitol Records, X posted an Instagram story announcing his retirement on October 27th, 2017. X then posted an Instagram story stating that he would make music again if Ski would become his friend again, as this was around the time of their beef.
If you want me to make music, tell Ski Mask to be my friend again. Tell Ski Mask to be my friend again and I will make music. Tell him to be my friend again.
X told his fans to post "Be friends with X again" on Ski Mask's social media accounts. Around a month later, X jumped on social media and announced that he's committed to making music. He stated, "Never quitting music, that would be selfish. I see how many people need me." He also shared that he planned to release 3 albums in 2018. In February of 2022, X's album Question Mark would surpass Drake's album Scorpion to become the #1 most streamed hip-hop album in Spotify history and #8 in overall streams. DJ Scheme is a producer from South Florida who detailed songs for XXXTENTACION along with other artists such as Ski Mask the Slump God and Juice WRLD. He started off assisting fellow Southern Florida artist Wi-Fi's Funeral with his tracks as early as 2014, and from there he began working with other rappers in the Florida scene. Over the next several years, Scheme worked on tracks with Kid Trunks, Ski Mask the Slump God, Craig Zen, and soared some massive hits in the production work he did for X, who he would become close friends with. There's a clip from X's Revenge Tour, which DJ Scheme assisted with, where X gets mad at DJ Scheme for playing his song too early during a performance.
He wants smoke, smoke, smoke. He wants smoke. Hold the fuck up. Fuck, man. What the fuck is you doing, nigga? Fuck, my nigga. Listen. The fucking hook goes, I won't cause some steady, I won't cause some steady,
Some X fans are upset with DJ Scheme following X's passing because of him spoiling all X-related surprises for potentially his own gain.
What? Bro, relax.
John Cunningham is an LA-based songwriter and producer who worked a lot with X. John has many songs with X and was even the executive producer of X's album Question Mark. Some of X's most popular songs such as Sad, Changes, Moonlight, and Hope were produced by John. X and John would become pretty close friends towards the end of X's life. After X
I like
passed,
that one
John
joint he
tirelessly
got.
answered people's questions.
I
and
like
most of
Tummy
X's camp
Tuck.
was silent, basically stepping up and
I
becoming
like-
X's community manager. He's the only sort of
What else do I
spokesperson
like?
X has ever had.
I don't want to do this anymore. What else?
Wing Ridden Angel and WRAC are symbols for Jase's ex-girlfriend Cynthia.
There was something
WRAC standing for Wing Ridden Angel.
I like
Cynthia.
H2O.
Cynthia Perez and Ja were a couple from early 2015 to late 2015. You can tell when their breakup happened based on the songs Ja released around that time period. Lunacy, Wing Ridden Angel, I'm Alone, I'm Sorry Cynthia, Let's Pretend We're Numb, and I Don't Want to Do This Anymore. The elephant was Cynthia's favorite animal, which is why X would call her the Uruguayan elephant. She caused Ja to appreciate elephants as much as she did. Ja would even end up getting an elephant tattoo on his neck.
What's good with the necktie? It's an elephant. It's about being a stronger person while being passive. And that's what I've been trying to learn. I've been trying to not be a lion. I'm trying to be an elephant.
They were very close and Ja loved going over to her house to spend time with her. Ja always proclaimed her as the love of his life. X would even end up getting Wing Ridden Angel tattooed on his right arm, as well as WRAC tattooed on his right hand. In October 2018, a video surfaced showing a hologram of X with wings on a stage giving a speech.
Same, bro. Same, bro. In middle school. God damn. Shit fucking on my ears. It's 25. Damn.
The video was supposedly taken at an event in LA, although which event is unclear. Most of the reactions by fans were negative about the idea of an X hologram potentially performing a concert. Makeout Hill is Ja's username on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr, IMVU, PlayStation, Fortnite, Minecraft, League of Legends, and Naruto Shippuden. This name comes from the place where he met Geneva for the first time, which he considers as the beginning of all his pain. Makeout Hill is also a more general term, referring to a secluded area where young teenagers go to make out and more, away from watchful eyes. On Ja's birthday, January 23rd, 2022, his team released a YouTube video on his channel titled Return to Makeout Hill, along with the website makeouthill.com. On this site, they're trying to honor Ja's legacy by getting as much of his music from his earliest days as an artist on all digital streaming platforms. They plan to continually release music as they clear it, and are making sure they do it in a way that stays true to how X released each song originally. On the site, you can also sign up.
Yeah, Icy just came from 6th grade. Icy just came from 6th grade.
XXXTENTACION'S Instagram account went live on October 15th, 2020, over 2 years after his death. It happened out of nowhere, and X's fans were perplexed.
He said he can't relate.
What was going on. The live stream on his account drew over 300,000 people concurrently, but fans were upset to find his mom pushing a new music video, which had just been released on X's YouTube channel.
I went to there to end it. I went to the picture that ended. We just went to 300K just now.
300K, that's fucking crazy.
X fans were extremely upset that his mom would use his memorialized Instagram account to promote music. She was told by many that she was disrespecting her son's legacy. X's short collection of music videos have sparked numerous theories about them. The most popular theory is that the Riot music video shows X's death, the Sad music video shows his funeral, and the Moonlight music video shows him in the afterlife. Jase had a couple of vlogs up on his channel before they would get removed,
Oh my
likely
God.
by his team.
I'm gonna get
make someone
comfortable.
more professional. Vlogs like My Heart and Yours and Update Just Checking In can be found re-uploaded on YouTube by other channels. You can also find old vlogs.
Don't make fun of my
his
bird
members
legs.
on the crew. Jase was not only a vocalist, as he knew how to play multiple instruments, including drums, piano, guitar, and xylophone. During his San Diego
Bro,
stop on
I
his
remember
tour in
this.
June 20...
I remember this. This was wild, yo. I remember like waking up on a school day, like in the morning, and my mom like coming up to me, like, "Oh, you heard what happened to your rapper friend? You heard what happened to X?" I'm like, "No, what's up?" I checked the internet, bro. X got jumped on stage, and niggas was running on and off stage, had to carry his body backstage. I was like, bro, this is
X got
crazy.
knocked out mid-song while performing at the observatory. People originally thought that the person who knocked out X was Rob Stone because of his beef with Ski and X, but it was just someone in his crew who paid.
Yeah, it was one of his goons.
Anybody talking about it was that Pussy Boy artist.
And he got
With some
stabbed.
gay niggas
He got stabbed right after.
from San Diego, some affiliates that snuck in through the side, paid security off so they could come in, snuff me out, and then thought they was gonna jump me, but we was too deep. So, fire. It's your boy Young Dagger Dick.
Young Dagger Dick is a nickname that X uses.
I got this thing that I call a dagger dick. You can call me Young Dagger Dick. You feel me?
Skinny at the end and really big.
Exactly. Young Dagger Dick. That's
Young
my motto.
Dagger
Young Dagger Dick, right to the point.
He's talked about the nickname during interviews.
X, aka Dagger Dick. Talk to me about Dagger Dick then.
I go at least like a good 8 or 9, but
I know a girl named Dagger.
Like at all, it's like ET Finger.
Use it in his lyrics.
Well, that's her Instagram name.
Told other people to call him it.
Young Dagger Dick. Hell no.
Please, Lord Young Dagger Dick.
No, please pick me up. Young, please.
Young Lord Dagger Dick.
Can you please pick me up, Mr. Dagger Dick, please? They call me Young Dagger Dick. Oh my God, Young Lord Dagger Dick. Come on. They call me Young Dagger Dick. That's my handle. She thought I made it like a handle. Look, bitch, I got on Jesus sandals. Bitch, I got a memo.
Is that how you think I sound?
Okay.
It also used to be his Twitter handle.
Dante funny as shit.
Hit my line for the nigga dick, check my Twitter, yeah. They call me Young Dagger Dick, that's my handle, yeah.
That's funny.
PewDiePie is the largest solo YouTuber, and X made a post saying that he was going to be streaming with him. The stream never happened, and PewDiePie explained the situation after X's passing.
We even talked a little bit. I've spoken to him a bit, and he wanted to go on live stream with me, and I was too much of a pussy to even say yes.
PewDiePie gave praise to X's music and said he looked up to him.
Personally, I really looked up to X. I thought he was an inspiring artist. He took his own path. He made his own moves. Despite sometimes they would become memes, I still admired it. I still thought it was really cool, and I really liked it.
I would have never thought someone like PewDiePie will listen to X music for real.
Genuinely, a lot of his songs. It's just awful.
That's
to
tough.
see what happened, and I hope whoever shot him down gets brought to justice.
Shouts out PewDiePie.
Jase was a fan of anime and manga. His
L
favorites were
ads. L ads. 1 out of 7.
Death Note, Sword
Mods,
Art Online,
please.
Naruto,
Mods, please.
Parasite, and his favorite anime was
L
One
mods.
Piece. He said that he played Naruto Storm 4, and in his King's Dead freestyle, he spit a line referencing Naruto. X even has a song named after the popular early 2000s anime called Inuyasha.
Bro, are we able to watch anime on stream? Does anybody know and confirm? Because I don't trust this nigga Ty. I really don't. We are? Can we watch Naruto on stream? Cause I never watched I never watched Naruto. I watched like 5 episodes of Naruto. We finna do that next stream. I'm just finna delete the VOD. We're gonna do that like tomorrow.
Oh, Super Saiyan.
And we watching Mark's catalog. We watching Mark's catalog tomorrow.
Jose was born in Plantation, a city in Broward County, Florida. He spent most of his childhood in Lauderhill. Jose is of Syrian, Indian, Jamaican, and Italian descent.
I've gotten from my great-grandmother that I'm Egyptian, but there's a switch. I'm actually Syrian. So I'm Jamaican, Syrian, there's a hint of Indian, and then like Italian. Like I'm a mutt.
In August 2017, X posted a video to his Instagram showing him hanging himself. The clip was met with a wide range of reactions, but there were no immediate reactions from anyone close to X for hours, so fans were left wondering if it was real or not. After several hours without comment from him or a rep, X reappeared and explained that it had been a scene from
This live was funny as hell.
From my music video. It was a piece of the music video. Everybody needs to chill the fuck out. I was just trying to preview it. I didn't know people would not catch on. There's a lot of people that caught on, but I was in the middle of shooting it, so I couldn't explain myself, and I couldn't end the rumor.
X seemed confused that people had thought it was real, and he was outraged that some thought it was a publicity stunt.
Why would I go kill myself and abandon all of you? I literally have like 2 million fucking kids that look up to me. Why the fuck would I abandon all of these kids and basically show it? Don't call me a fucking horrible person for shooting a fucking music video. Fuck y'all niggas.
Overall, people were upset because depictions of suicide by celebrities with devoted fan bases can possibly trigger copycats. And there were a handful of fans on Twitter who talked about taking their own lives during the few hours where it appeared the clip might have been real.
Hailing all the way from the east. Ice Cat LaFleur. From deep side 400 block. XXX tentacles, nigga.
In 2017, X would get tased by his friend Craig Zen. He then tased Craig back, but he didn't seem to be phased.
Crazy holding that.
3.
You know what it is? Broke, nigga. Your auntie broke. Your grandma broke. Your brother broke. Nigga, you broke.
There was a video from
Bro, what is the rest of this iceberg, bro?
2018 showing X thrusting.
This is all filler.
On his BMW i8.
You? Oh shit. Oh shit.
This was the same car that he was killed in. X also may have sampled this car in his song Sad, as the BMW i-Chime i8 makes has the same sound as Sad's instrumental.
Finna use the bathroom real quick.
Soldier Kid is a rapper from Florida who, along with fellow rapper Soldier JoJo, got accused of killing XXXTENTACION before the actual killers were arrested. After X's killing, police reported that he was murdered by 2 black males, one of which wearing a red mask. In an Instagram post uploaded on the same day as the murder, Soldier Kid and Soldier JoJo appeared with a red mask prominently displayed, and Soldier JoJo was also making an X with his arms. Later in the day, Soldier Kid posted an Instagram story showing a gun and a takeout container, tagging himself at the Hook Fish and Chicken restaurant, which is roughly 10 minutes away from the scene of X's murder. There was also a clip of Kid and JoJo posing next to a dark SUV, which drew another connection to the getaway vehicle in X's murder. A picture of Soldier JoJo from 2 weeks prior was also a bit suspect, showing him wearing a red mask and throwing up a middle finger next to the letters XXX. The day after X's death, in an Instagram story, Soldier Kid quoted the lyrics, "Only time I feel pain is when I feel love," which is from X's song Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares. Soldier Kid and Soldier JoJo denied any involvement in X's killing. It turned out to be a huge coincidence, and Kid and JoJo actually identified with another group that used the letters XXX. X has an array of diss tracks on a variety of different people. Starting off with Space Ghost Perp, he has 3 diss tracks titled I'm Sippin' Tea in Yo Hood, Space Ghost Pussy, and Purposely. X dissed Space Ghost Perp because he and his crew started beefing with ASAP Mob, talking a lot of shit, but what really pushed it over the edge was when he started talking shit about ASAP Yams after his death. At that point, a lot of people from Florida that used to mess with him started beefing with him. X's friend Denzel Curry beefing with Space Ghost Perp also likely played a role in X's involvement. X would end up getting a fuck perp tattoo on the inner side of his right wrist. Another person X would make a diss track on is Nyora's spouse. Nyora was a friend and collaborator of X who he went to high school with. The diss track on Nyora is titled Fuck V2, and Kid quoted the lyrics, "Only time I feel pain is when I feel love," which is from X's song Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares. Soldier Kid and Soldier JoJo denied any involvement in X's killing. It turned out to be a huge coincidence, and Kid and JoJo actually identified with another group that used the letters XXX. X has an array of diss tracks on a variety of different people. Starting off with Space Ghost Perp, he has 3 diss tracks titled I'm Sippin' Tea in Yo Hood, Space Ghost Pussy, and Purposely. X dissed Space Ghost Perp because he and his crew started beefing with ASAP Mob, talking a lot of shit, but what really pushed it over the edge was when he started talking shit about ASAP Yams after his death. At that point, a lot of people from Florida that used to mess with him started beefing with him. X's friend Denzel Curry beefing with Space Ghost Perp also likely played a role in X's involvement. X would end up getting a fuck perp tattoo on the inner side of his right wrist. Another person X would make a diss track on is Nyora's spouse. Nyora was a friend and collaborator of X who he went to high school with. The diss track on Nyora is titled Fuck V2 and came out.
Bro, this nigga got a fuck perp tattoo, and that's 25. How much of a hating ass nigga do you have to be to get a tattoo of the nigga you dissing?
In 2014. The cover art for the diss track is a picture of Nyora in elementary school. The reason for the beef was unknown.
Boy, no
the
way.
diss track was reportedly recorded for fun. In 2015, their beef would seem to end when they released a song together titled Primetime. Another artist X made a diss track on is Buckwheat Bill. X originally titled the diss track Tell Buckwheat Suck My Dick, until changing it to Run Up On Me. The song never released, however, because they ended up squashing their beef. In May 2014, X released a diss track titled Ho. The song was originally thought to be a diss track towards his mother, but it was later confirmed to be a diss track on his ex-partner at the time. Jase was a spiritual person and believed in growing and becoming a better person. Spiritual topics he mentioned or engaged in include meditation, the golden beetle, the master key system, create and evolve, chakras, crystals, astral projection, and lucid dreams. Ja said he does not have a religion, but he does believe in an ultimate God that does not attach to one particular religion. Ja stated that he looked into most religions, and he also requested a Buddhist service to hold his funeral. In November of 2017, X stated that he didn't want to have a fan base, but instead a cult.
I'm gonna stop calling you guys fans. I'm gonna start calling you members of my cult. This is a cult, not a fan base. This is far more genuine than a fan base.
The artists who X said influenced him are The Weeknd, Tupac Shakur, Cage the Elephant, The Fray, Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, Hooba Stank, Chingy, Gorillaz, Coldplay, Tech Nine, Eminem, Biggie, Lil Wayne, and Kurt Cobain, whom he cited as his biggest inspiration. X stated that his favorite rappers are Immortal Technique and Joey Badass. X stated that his favorite songs of his are I Spoke to the Devil in Miami, He Said Everything Would Be Fine, King, and Teeth. He also stated that Alone Part 1, Alone Part 2, and Skin were some of his favorites as well. The first tattoo Ja ever got was his mother's name Cleopatra across his chest. He got the tattoo at just 15 years old. Ja liked to fight for fun and for the thrill of it, so boxing was a perfect sport for him to try out. He never had a real boxing match set up, but there are clips of him training and sparring with the professionals.
What's the song called?
Ja also challenged Offset to a boxing match, but it never happened. Less than 2 weeks after X's passing, Lil Uzi Vert had a concert where he paid his respects to X and stated that he was his only competition.
Not including none of the old niggas. He was my only competition. Honestly. And I'm talking about XXX. But I gotta pay my respects right now. Go ahead. My bad.
Damn, Uzi are real.
Do you work for the feds?
Hell no, nigga. Would I look like a fucking snitch?
The pictures on the cover of X's 17 album are real jail notes that he had written when he was in jail.
I was watching blue movie after blue movie, and like, nigga, my grandma wouldn't let me use the bathroom no more.
Wow. So you were getting off in your grandma's house?
In my grandma's bathroom.
Oh my God. And that's when you...
grandma.
Jose was mainly raised by his grandmother Colette Jones in Pompano Beach in Lauderhill, Florida, due to his mother's personal problems and her struggling financially. By the time Ja was 12, he began living with his grandmother. Ja was quoted saying, "My grandma really feels like my mom, and my mom almost feels like more of a sister. It is truly sad that Colette had to see her own grandson get married."
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Hold on, what happened?
Personal problems and her struggling financially. By the time Ja was 12, he began living with his grandmother. Ja was quoted saying, "My grandma really feels like my mom, and my mom almost feels like more of a sister. It is truly sad that Colette had to see her own grandson get married."
Get what?
When X uploaded Look At Me to SoundCloud, he used an image of a 12-year-old boy with a blunt hanging out of his nose to be the cover art. This wasn't just a random photo that X found on the internet though. The kid in the image had sent it directly to him a couple of months before. The boy is known on the internet.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this niggas talking about? But go ahead.
Saying, "We're
go
all from
ahead.
the same city, so we had a lot of mutual friends, and he just fucked with me." They met in person.
Shit, we need like 5 people to talk at the same time to get affiliate anyway, so go ahead, bro.
He was invited to X's first ever concert in Florida. After the show,
Y'all
Kid
do you.
Pronto, X, and Ski joined the same group chat on Twitter where they traded over-the-top photos and messages with each other. One of those photos was the infamous selfie of Kid Pronto and the blunt. He stated, "I was smoking and I just put it in my nose." Took a picture and sent it to the group chat as a joke. We were just playing and X was like, "I'm going to use this as my next song cover." He wasn't big or anything back then, so I didn't really think nothing of it. X followed through on his promise. Kid Pronto revealed that while X was getting in trouble, he was getting in trouble as well. Kid Pronto has a record of charges from 2017 that include robbery, battery, vehicle theft, and resisting arrest. By spring of 2017, X had returned home from jail and Kid Pronto had a warrant for his arrest. Kid Pronto was basically on the run.
So when we start Naruto,
connected with X in search of help. X wanted to make sure he was good.
Should we start from the very beginning, or is there like an episode y'all want to watch? Like a specific episode that's like really good?
After initially telling police officers he didn't know who or where Kid Pronto was, X leveled with his friend and convinced him to turn himself into authorities. Midway through
Because
Kid
I
Pronto's
wanna,
jail sentence, X was murdered.
I want to know
Kid
the
Pronto
story,
was in jail,
but I
murdered
also
in
don't want to
his
sit through like
By the time he
boring
returned
ass
home, He had
episodes.
settled on a new goal, which was to pursue a music career of his own. Kid Pronto stated, "When I was around him, he used to tell me to make music because I used to be freestyling and shit. He was like, 'Bro, you snapping. You got to make some music.' And I was like, 'Nah, fuck that. I'm not a rapper.' But I had music all around me and all my friends were making music. So eventually I was like, all right, let me see what this is about." In early 2019, Kid Pronto...
Nah, I ain't never watched Naruto before. I watched like 5 episodes, but that's it. I watched like the first 5 episodes and I stopped watching.
In the spring of 2019, after stabbing another teen multiple times during an argument. While he was in jail, photos surfaced online that seemed to indicate he had undergone a radical transformation. One tweet, which immediately went viral, showed Kid Pronto wearing a head covering and implied that he had converted to Islam. Kid Pronto stated, however, that he did not convert to Islam while in jail, but he claims that the time behind bars...
The only animes I watch are Attack on Titan, Death Note, and that's pretty much it. If Avatar counts, then Avatar.
Outlook on life and helped him get his mind right. At 17 years old, Kid Pronto was released on house arrest. His goal was to continue
I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z either.
To pursue a career in music. During an interview with DJ Academics in 2018, X stated that he hated his song Look At Me. In 2016, X slapped Rojas for stealing money from the song Look At Me, which he produced for X. Rojas actually got knocked out from the single slap by X.
What did you say? What the fuck did you say? What did you say?
Dang.
Yeah, you sleep. Look at you. I ain't even have to fucking punch you, dumbass nigga.
Slapped him.
Look at you. Don't even rob his dumbass, bro.
Right, like what?
Dang.
Nah.
Hard ass slap.
During X's revenge tour at a stop in Salt Lake City, Utah, X stated that he was going to jump in the crowd, and he informed the crowd that if anyone was to touch him while he was in the crowd, he would punch them. One fan didn't get the memo and grabbed his chest, causing X to hit him in the face. X is said to have later apologized and even brought the fan on stage. On February 23rd, 2014,
This nigga did not predict World War III, bro.
John made a tweet which read, "World War III in my head." Exactly 8 years later on the same day, Russia moved in on Ukraine.
He did not predict this
possibility
shit.
of World War III.
He did not
Some
predict
fans were
that
claiming
shit.
John predicted World War III, while others theorized the tweet to be a reference to his struggles with depression.
Exactly.
Palm Trees is X's first song. The song is by X, Muddy Boots, and Aora's spouse. The three of them were classmates and they skipped class and went to a computer lab to record this song. Naora's voice in the song is loud as he's closer to the laptop. Muddy Boots and X's voices are much lower since they're further away from the laptop. A teacher actually walked in while they were recording, but didn't bother about them being there. You can actually hear the door creaking in the background when this happened.
But I'm godly where I'm from.
News/Flock is X's first solo song, and it released on June 17th, 2013, when X was just 15 years old. X talked about News, Flock in his No Jumper interview, claiming that it's his best song in storytelling. XXX is the title of X's first available mixtape. The tape mainly consisted of his earlier songs from 2013 and 2014 on SoundCloud. X stated that his favorite songs on the mixtape would be News/Flock, The End Is Nigh, and Whores on the Boards. Vice City, Alone, Molly, and Dead were also supposed to be on the project, but he ended up adding other songs that he made instead. The tape has since been deleted, and a lot of songs were lost, but Vice City is one that survived. More than half of the mixtape is leaked. The full version can't be found anywhere on the internet, and the track listing itself is also unknown. In early 2008, when Jase was 10, his father was jailed for 9 years in Arizona on RICO charges after the
His father looked like Prince.
operation. He was then deported to Jamaica in late 2016. Ja dropped out of school in 2014 while in 10th grade. He described himself as a misfit during that time, citing how quiet he was despite being popular and regularly involved in physical confrontations. He said that he was insecure and depressed during his time in high school. After X dropped out of high school, he explained that he dropped out to become either a UFC fighter, NFL player, or rapper.
When I came up, when I grew up, my main things were this.
Dramatic ass
I either
music.
wanted to be a UFC fighter, I wanted to be a football player, or I wanted to be a rapper. Those were the only three things that applied to me. None of those require school.
Okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty.
Throw that back on. Throw that back on.
that nigga got hits. Look at Me, the XXXTENTACION Story is a book released in June 2020 that is a 288-page biography diving into the life and death of X. The story pieces together more than 70 interviews with people who were close to X, collaborators, journalists, and experts, along with police and court records and photographs. X reportedly made hundreds of phone calls while in jail, and a load of those phone calls leaked online. There's a Google Drive folder with over 70 of his jail phone calls. In one recorded prison phone call, X repeatedly demanded his friends to beat a teenager who used his phone while he was in jail. X's phone calls made in jail were recorded and held as evidence by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office.
Dang.
Kill Me, Pain from the Jail Phone is a song X wrote while in jail. He called and basically sang his heart out just to give his fans something instead of the album he couldn't drop because he was in jail.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel with your broken heart? Can't reveal all these fucking scars.
The video recording was posted on Instagram, then later was taken and edited into a song.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel with your broken heart?
In the song, he was talking presumably about his ex Geneva and how she claimed to be the broken one, while it is actually he himself who suffers a much deeper pain. In May 2021, Jase's half-brother Corey Pack sued his mother Cleopatra, who controls Jaws' estate and record label, claiming that she created holding in other companies and transferred money into them from the estate, which he was supposed to own 25% of. Pack and another brother both had a 25% interest in the estate, while Cleopatra had a 50% interest. It was reportedly an $11 million lawsuit. Cleopatra posted a screenshot of an article talking about the $11 million lawsuit filed against her and captioned it, "On the 2nd anniversary of my son's death. This is what I have to wake up to. Here we go again." She included a statement calling the lawsuit without merit. She says the court has already determined that Corey Pack is entitled to nothing from Jaws' estate or trust. She says her son's only child and sole heir is his son, Gekkum, on for it. Before his passing, X was collaborating with internet personality Lil Tay to run charity events by using her following to spread positive messages, starting with a charity event that was supposed to take place in Florida. According to a post made on the Instagram account of Lil Tay, Tay's father prohibited his daughter from going to visit X for a charity event he was planning. Tay would have arrived in Florida on the day X was killed, and the Instagram post claimed X would still be alive if Tay was allowed to visit him. The post claims that X got Tay and her mom 2 plane tickets to Florida on June 18th, but Tay's father, Christopher John Hope, refused to allow her to be a part of this event, claiming that X would be a negative influence on her life because of his past history. The post also said that many of the things Christopher said about X were disgusting and horrible, when in reality X was one of Tay's biggest inspirations. The post claimed that if Christopher had let Tay go to Florida on June 18th, X would have been at the airport instead of the motorcycle dealership, and would have possibly not been killed. During a Billie Eilish interview with Reality in August 2018, she spoke about how X believed that he wasn't human.
I don't think he was human, to be honest, and he didn't think he was human. I remember him telling me once, he was just like, "No, I'm not human, you're not human, we're both aliens. You know, we're not on this earth, really."
Fine.
On February 2nd, 2022, X's producer John Cunningham revealed that his old
after
label
this video,
create new songs
it's like
using
11.
AI technology. John stated that he would not let that happen.
So after
Using
this video, we're
artificial
going to end
intelligence
stream.
software to create new recordings of an artist has been talked about recently in the music industry. Most of the artists who are subject to this technology are ones who have passed away. There are fan-made AI voice songs that are posted online of X and other artists currently.
You know how it feels to be stabbed in the back. You having to go through zero maggot cat in the hat. Gekyume Kelly and my legacy smoking the pack. Went to the store, asked that fucker with a cash. That all he told me was to wait, and the police.
That shit sound real.
Even in my death, I'm still one of the hardest rappers.
That shit sound realistic as hell.
X has publicly stated that he considers Drake's music and career very good, and him hopping on one of his beats further approves this statement. In an early X song from 2014 titled Catch, X freestyled over the instrumental of the second half of Drake's 2014 hit 0 to 100 / The Catch Up.
Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong.
Mama wouldn't stand it, baby going to jail. Mama always wanted baby going to Yale.
Kid Cudi has publicly stated that he regrets not working with X. There was a reported posthumous collaboration between the two that no one knows the release date of. DJ Scheme said on a stream that the Kid Cudi X collab was done back in April of 2021.
Any X songs yet to come out that's going to? I know the Kid Cudi X shit's done. So that will come out in the future.
Some are confident that the collaboration will be Kid Cudi adding a verse to one of X's leaked snippets called Edge of the Earth, which is actually over one of Cudi's own beats. The reason for this hunch is that Cudi had heard the snippet and was contacting John Cunningham about it on Twitter. X was reportedly a big fan of Cudi and would have been honored to make a song with him. On November 30th, 2014, X would release a song titled A Message to Tina Belcher. Tina Belcher is a character from the TV show Bob's Burgers who has a meaningless life, is past, and can't get ships in her life. The lyrics in the song suggest that he and Tina Belcher potentially had a lot in common. X struggled with a lot of the same problems as Tina Belcher did, and the reasoning behind the song is that he wants to find purpose. In the song, he has some very deep yet simple questions, hoping that he will find closure if someone answers these for him. Some fans claim that A Message to Tina Belcher is meant to be a song for Geneva Ayala, which could suggest that he was trying to find answers from her. This is possible because the song was released around the time they knew each other. In early 2016, X and Ski lived in a porn house in Miami with Bruno Gekkum, who is a porn star.
I never watched Bob Burgers either.
Bruno had the girls in the house for them to come over and make music. The house even had a stripper pole. There's a video of X at the house talking while his friend is getting head.
My friend's currently getting some top. Isn't that nice? Oh, nice rice. Isn't it? Oh.
There's also a video of Ski at the house rapping while 2 people are having sex in the background. When Jawse was only 6 years old,
Not
he
gonna
and his
lie, I
mom
seen
and the man
that.
she was dating arguing. The argument got heated and Jaw came out of his room when he heard dishes being broken in the kitchen. The man had gotten physical with Jaw's mom, and Jaw claims that he would have killed her if he hadn't intervened. Jaw ran and grabbed a piece of broken glass from the dishes and jumped on the man, biting him and poking him with the glass. Jaw spoke about this event in his No Jumper interview.
I stabbed my first nigga a bit. Like, I bit out, like, basically a nigga tried to put his hands on my mom.
Not like that.
And you were how young?
I ain't watch it like that.
Six.
And you
Six.
stabbed him
And
with what?
But I seen the video.
Like grabbed the glass shard and like poked him with it, type shit. Like, stabbed him with it, like
Wow.
when I was like 6, 7.
On October 23rd, 2018, Pitchfork published a secret recording of X talking to friends where he confessed to multiple things, including the stabbing of 8 people.
You know what I do to people. Will know, all of them boys know. It's on fucking New Times. I'm on New Times for stabbing. How many people they put in the news? They said 3, it was 8. In Deerfield.
Articles published about this event made it sound like he committed some horrendous crime, but in reality, the stabbings were in self-defense as he was being surrounded by what looks like around a dozen people, presumably trying to jump him. There's actually video evidence showing what led up to the event.
I ain't coming from nobody. I can't get one.
Hey. So the movie. Huh?
Hey.
So what you
Hey, watch your back. You want to pay the 1-on-1? You want to pay? I'm family member. Don't jump.
Yeah, you can actually see the blade in the shadow.
Months before his death, Jawse learned that his girlfriend Genesis was pregnant with their son. 2 days after Gekkum was born, Jaw's trusted producer John Cunningham conducted a Reddit Q&A session and revealed that X actually wrote a song about his girlfriend being pregnant with Gekkum. John never responded when asked if the song was finished, but it ended up leaking December 29th, 2019.
Gekyume, Gekyume, I can smell the fume.
In early 2018, a video leaked which showed X smacking a woman's head. The girl who got hit posted a message saying she didn't reveal the video earlier because she was terrified for her life, and also that she would still be holding on to the secret if it wasn't leaked. X ended up suing the woman he appears to have smacked in the head, claiming that she's lying about what really happened and hitting him up for a stack of cash. According to the suit, the grandparents allege that X had also thrown a BB gun at the woman's face prior to the hit seen on video. X claims to ask for $300,000 in exchange for the woman's silence. X said she was threatening to hold a news conference to blast him as a frequent abuser of women. X claims that he was just joking in the video while dancing behind her and merely tapped the back of her head. He said that she'd admitted to him that the whole thing was just horseplay and that she was not injured. He sued the woman for...
See? And I seen a video on TMZ where they gassed this shit up like X really beat this shit out of her. Like, see how like the media portrays shit like this, bro?
Death Note is
I knew that shit he was playing the entire time.
Tweeted about in October of 2016, saying that it was coming soon. Nothing from the tape is available besides its title and cover art. I Need Jesus is another unreleased X mixtape that was planned to be hosted and co-produced by DJ Carnage and also co-produced by Stain.
A big thank you to DJ Carnage. DJ Carnage will be hosting / co-producing with Stain for my new mixtape, I Need Jesus.
It was expected to be a mainly hype mixtape with 8 or 9 songs and released somewhere around the time he got out of jail in 2017. While X was on probation, he spoke to XXL about the projects he planned to drop while he was still behind bars. He was quoted saying, "I've got this mixtape called I Need Jesus, which is mainly rap and the underground sound I did." He also announced that he was coming out with I Need Jesus in his 103.5 The Beat interview in March 2017.
I got an album coming out called 17, a mixtape called I Need Jesus, the mixtape, and then one more called Revenge.
Some of X's fans made their own concept albums for I Need Jesus and uploaded them online. When asked where Josse's name came from, his father was quoted saying, "The song from Bob Marley and the Wailers was so Josse. Jah is God and Se is said. God said, from the mouth of God, I named him Josse." So the name itself had power before he was even born. I gave him a Rastafari name. I blessed him with that name because I knew the kid was special. The idea for Jah's name came from a Bob Marley song, and Jah eventually ended up on a song with Bob Marley's son, Kimani Marley, titled Royalty, which released a year after Jah's passing. Jah's oldest confirmed YouTube channel is named after himself, Josse Onfroy. There is proof that this account is his because of a tweet he made showing fans that he uploaded his concert, and then it being posted to this channel. There's also another channel that some in the X community say was X while others deny it. The channel is PS3 E-Room, which was supposedly Jah's gaming channel from when he was 9.
Right now my back bumper is right now messed up. We crashed into the wall right now.
The PS3 E-Room channel was actually hacked in 2022. Josse's love for music started after his aunt convinced him to begin attending a school choir and then later church choir. Around the same time, Jah started to listen to genres such as rap, nu metal, and hard rock, which inspired him in many ways and led to him learning how to play the piano and guitar. At @info_badvibes is the official Bad Vibes Forever business account that X used as a way to help others reach a bigger audience. X revealed that he'd been doing reposts on Twitter for $100 to $200 from the Info Bad Vibes account.
I'm giving independent artists opportunities to actually shine. I repost people's shit on my SoundCloud, but like the cheap. I repost your shit on my shit for a whole day, and you blow up, you get like 12,000 within a day. You know what I'm saying? 12,000, 13,000. So I'm doing that for people to take the power away from the industry and give it to the individual.
He would frequently repost people's music on his SoundCloud, Ski Mask SoundCloud, and the Bad Vibes Forever official SoundCloud, usually for 24 hours.
People knew me like fuck. Everybody starts off with a pool, you feel me? My pool was Facebook. Social networking was always a forte for me. I always knew how to social network, I always knew how to publicize things, I always knew how to be a fucking idiot enough to where people would see it, you feel me? It's all a marketing method.
X has stated that he was first famous on Facebook and Tumblr before he became a more widely known figure. X's old Facebook account has been deleted, but his Tumblr is still up. X has nude pictures of himself before he was famous that can actually be found online. You can even find photos of X getting head.
Okay, man.
Chase/Glass Shards is the last song X ever worked on before his passing. His last moments went as follows. He finished playing League of Legends, went to his studio, changed the beat to Chase Glass Shards, then went and withdrew $50,000, and then his life was sadly taken.
Last part, layer 6. Let's thug it out.
Master Splinter was the stage name that Josse used before XXXTENTACION. Before he had a stage name, he tweeted saying that he narrowed the options down to Hashiyama, Master Splinter, Tentacion, and Audition. He said he didn't care what others thought of his name because it's what he wanted. He initially chose the name Master Splinter, but quickly changed it to XXXTENTACIon. Gang Cypher is an X freestyle that was released in February of 2014. It is X's longest available song to this day, with a duration of over 6 minutes. It is also the first song that X would have Ski Mask featured on. There were also 3 other Broward County rappers featured on the track: Ao Flex God, Nyora Spouse, and Sully the Chief God. 3 AM Freestyle is an apology song X made for Ski Mask after the two had an undisclosed altercation that resulted in X being kicked out of Ski's birthday party.
Happy birthday to my nigga Stokely. I'm sorry for all that bullshit we had to go through that day, bro. Real shit, bro. We family, bro. I value you over all these hoes, man.
In the song, X also disses several people such as Nyora Spouse, Young Grabba, EJ, and PC. He even dissed both of his parents in the song as well. The song originally released on April 19th, 2014, the track being deleted and lost for nearly 7 years. The track later resurfaced on March 2nd, 2021. Mona Lisa is the name of X's debut mixtape. The tape was in the works from late 2012 through 2013 and released in January 2014, but was deleted shortly after.
I'm about to diss my parents in a diss track. I got a diss track right now, bro.
Many of the mixtape's tracks have been lost, and others were transferred to the XXX mixtape. The tape was actually never released on SoundCloud.
I got a diss track for him.
On Dat Piff, All My Mixtapes, and Spinrilla. In April of 2018, Jah got a cat and named it Gekkume. Jah's trusted producer John Cunningham took the cat to LA in July after his passing. Back when Ja first met Geneva, he had her help him cut a loan into his arm because Geneva had it on her thigh and it was an act to make her feel less alone. There's actually a video of Ja cutting a loan into his arm from 2014. The Look at Me book also shows a story someone from Ja's old school told where Ja cut his little brother's name Aiden into his arm and said he loved him so much. After X's passing, some of his young, impressionable fans were being trolled by people online. His name into their bodies were passed around social media, while fans desperately begged each other not to hurt themselves. Ja used to call himself the Heroin Father, and it was even his old Instagram username. What Ja meant by the name was that he was the father of the feeling of addiction, the source that people crave.
I'm the Heroin Father. Nobody even knows what Heroin Father means. They don't even know why I said that. I'm the father of a contradictive feeling, because when niggas doing like heroin, they end up doing it for recreation.
R.I.P. to your grandpa.
That's what I am. I'm the heroin of everything. I'm the Heroin Father.
When Ja was 6 or 7 years old, he came home from school one day to find his uncle's lifeless body hanging from his balcony. He was the first one in his family to discover the tragedy. X referenced his uncle's tragedy in some of his songs, most famously on Jocelyn Flores.
Memories surface through the grapevine, but my uncle playing with a slip knot.
Ja's uncle was known to have suffered from depression, which is likely why he took his own life.
Bro, X been through some shit, bro. That's crazy, bro.
The Devil's Playground, The Red Light Lie,
I ain't
is a
never
song
knew
that was
that.
likely the intro to X's scrap project, Red Light District. The song first released on February 16th, 2015, and resurfaced on the 21st of March, 2021. The song consists of only one sentence, "She can't let it go," repeating over a scary beat.
She can't let it go. She can't let it go.
There are some other lyrics some suspect may have been on the full song. Red is a lost song from X's scrap project, Red Light District EP, which according to rumors is so unbelievably fucked up that the producers and even X's friends outright refuse to talk about it. Some claim that it talks about murder and summoning the devil, while others claim that it talks about beating women and rape. It seems like everyone who knows about the song says it's dark and gruesome and has to stay lost. The song's producer, XXXTENTACION, had repeatedly refused to talk about the song for unknown reasons. A friend of X named PR...
Y'all want to listen to it and delete the album? I mean, delete the VOD? Y'all want to listen to it, delete the VOD?
XZ voiced his anger on social media after fans asked him about the song. On May 8th, 2021, XXXTENTACION's email was hacked and information was revealed that suggested Red may have just been an updated, re-released version of The Devil's Playground, The Red Light Lie, because of its sound.
Actually, I need this VOD. I need this VOD to upload. I have a couple of videos I need to upload to YouTube.
SoundCloud description simply
need this
reading,
VOD.
"She can't let it go."
Maybe I download it real quick and then delete
Jase's
it.
old friend Gekkum revealed on Instagram that Ja actually made songs before News Flock that were never released. The post stated that Ja would make songs on voice memos and shared them with some of his close friends. Listen, Glimpse, Bad Days, and Above All are 4 of Ja's songs Gekkum has that are older than News Flock. The songs apparently tell stories of Jase's upbringing, what he went through, and how he felt during those times. Gekkum's IG post also stated, "From all the stuff I have, I can only imagine the memories Rio and Joey hold," alluding to there potentially being even more songs that Ja made before News Flock. Slumped Whip is X's first song as a feature. A snippet of the song first released February 16, 2014 by Noah's Spouse, featuring X and Sully the Chief God, who at the time went by the name New Age. Only the unmastered snippet of the song was available for a long time until the song's vocals were group bought 3 years ago.
Yo bitch love Quisha, my bitch Sharkeisha. Pack another hoe, then I hit her with the Nisha.
It has since been put over a beat and is now basically a complete song.
Yeah, breaks. Yeah, stick. Light skin bitch and she look like Keisha. Had to queef on me,
Yeah.
she look like Keisha.
Yeah.
Leave is a song that was considered to be the
Yeah.
least known available X song. The song released on February 3rd, 2015.
Light
and had
skin
just 3
bitch
plays
and she
and
look
just only
like
6 minutes on
Quisha.
SoundCloud before X deleted it because, quote, it needed to be improved. He, however, never re-uploaded the song and it remained lost until it was group bought and leaked exactly 1 year after X passed away. X did an interview with Brain Bakery Mag shortly before his passing, but the interview never released. It wasn't released because X didn't want it to. X didn't like how it turned out at the end, and his views changed in the topics they discussed, so he didn't want to seem hypocritical. There's a rumor that he cried in this interview, which could be another reason why he didn't want it posted. The person that did the interview said they were never going to release it out of respect for X. All that can be found in the interview is 2 short clips.
Hello, Mr. Famous Rapper.
How you doing today?
I'm alright.
Brain Bakery Mag. And if you don't, you're a fag.
There's also another interview which took place 2 weeks before X's passing. A reporter was able to interview X in the comfort of his own home by finding his address on an errant speeding ticket obtained in court documents. She knocked on his door and after a long back and forth was able to speak to him for 2.5 hours. It doesn't seem like the interview was video recorded, but it seems to be at the very least voice recorded. It doesn't look like the interview is ever going to release.
Oh my
Shaw has
god.
spoken before about his interest in the porn industry, saying that he has and would make porn videos. In his No Jumper interview, he talks about his interest in the topic.
Hey man, big shouts to the groupie lust. You know we got Becky in the building. Becky in the building.
You did the groupie lust thing, the porn thing, the Fat Nick did?
Of course.
You did it?
Yeah.
Did you fuck or did you just...
Of course I
You did?
Of course
So people can go watch you fuck?
Of course. I'm gonna have pornos out.
You are. So you're not...
This
you're
nigga
not
X got
representing-
skeletons, yo.
But you're saying that you really will do a... That's tight. Because like...
I've done one. That's the
Really?
thing.
But that has commercially available?
Soon.
Oh, you...
This is a man right here.
Brazzers. There's a lot of in
This
Florida.
is a fucking man right here. Bruno is the fucking man.
You filmed him fuck.
Yeah.
He also claims to have already shot scenes with Bruno.
Yo.
I did a couple scenes with Bruno. Bruno Gekkum, shout out Bruno Gekkum.
Jaw's rap name starting with 3 X's also relates to his
Yo.
because the triple X is something used in the ratings of adult films.
Was my inspiration for a while.
What does he mean by with Bruno? Like the narrator said that way too specific. What do you mean with Bruno?
That's also what built my name.
Nah, I'm just playing.
A lot of pornography or anything sensual or anything
Yo.
requiring nudity.
This is how we ended it.
Like I just thought it was cool.
Why 3 X's?
I used to.
This is how we ending it.
Bro, I'm talking about I was watching movie after movie.
That would make his rap name mean something along the lines of sexual temptation, which actually makes sense when you think about his porn addiction. None of his porn videos that he claims to have made can be found online, and the closest things are photos of him getting head. That's gonna be all for this video. If you made it this far,
God
thank
damn.
you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video.
Oh, chat.
There will be more videos to come, so if you
Chat, give yourselves a round of applause. We motherfucking did it. We got through it. W stream, you feel me? I appreciate everybody that came through.